hummingbird nest.
Dude, I don't know who Tony is, but I guess I think they're a noob. That's crazy.
Willy, you got this. All good, all good.
Dude, I thought I was commenting with Ben.
No, it is Hugh. I love DPC loop.
Oh yeah, of course.
While Willy fixes this, which I don't know, something is wrong, but okay, there we go. It is me, Ben. We are commentating Fight Night. Not really not yet, but it'll be. How are you today?
tired.
Well then, ready for some matches. Some gaming.
I love seeing top level gameplay. Always appreciate it.
Speaking of top level gameplay, these two are interesting. We did mention volatility, and Westo is like the embodiment of volatility, especially in this matchup against Promo, where anything can really happen.
That is true, that's true. Two very, very fast players. And rank neighbors. I did mention that, so...
For those of you who don't know, first match is Promo versus Westo, and I believe Promo's rank 7, 8, and then Westo is rank 9. Okay. So Promo, one of the more consistent top players out there, going at consistent 4.5 maybe. Westo also around that range, but up to 5, including openers. This is going to be an epic first matchup.
So there's some good sprint and blitz times as well. Got the world record holder here.
Oh, true. Congratulations to Westo.
Promo's got very, very good profile stats as well, so should be cool.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just surprised to see both of them at under 400 versus, but that's probably just due to the high-level gameplay that's been going on recently. Like, everyone is queuing, and it's just knocking everyone's stats all across the place.
Not even 400 versus. These guys are washed.
I know, right? What are they doing? Anyways, it looks like we will be heading into the match soon. And there we go. Not even more, but we're just ending it. Fight night! Let's go, good luck, have fun.
First to 11. Oh, win by 2. Interesting.
Oh, this could go on for a while. Wait, Promo. No! Instant misstep cross. We're fine now, we're into it.
We're still building up a bit of stack. Oh, I think they're wrong size.
Also has LST board, never mind, it's gone.
Interesting.
Ooh, what is that?
Builds, but he makes
It's less, it'll work out for him. There we go, just perfectly.
A lot of clean for Promo though. Wow.
Speaking of clean, Westo's on 20 back-to-back somehow. For like 5 seconds, what the heck? Still going! Wait, it's so clean, Promo's in so much trouble and he's gone!
300 APM. That's a bit.
We call Westo a Strider, but bro just hit over 1 APP there with a nearly 30 back-to-back.
When he's on, he's on.
Oh, certainly so. Okay, he breaks it here, but thought he was about to go on the run again.
So much clean being thrown between these two boards.
5.21 PPS win.
Just too much for Promo to handle there, yeah.
Westo hit like a 20 spike into another 20 spike. Back-to-backs ramp up so quickly when Westo does them.
This is like 5 PPS privilege. This is not fair.
We should justify PPS, you know?
Oh my god, this drops all over.
Oops.
That's nice to pay for speed.
Yeah. You're playing against yourself a lot of the time. And here's their first point for Promo. Really just Westo taking the first point from himself. But on to the next round. Go next.
Seeing Promo do a bit of timing is probably the smart move as the slower player. Definitely hard to believe that Promo's the slower player, but it is true.
Promo should go a bit faster. I've never seen Promo be the slower player before. But yeah, Westo breaking back-to-back for a cleaner board. Both of them looking... Oh no, Promo! Oh no, he's dead.
Oh, this drops.
Yeah, misses the T-spin.
Both players holding 200 APM here, very nice.
So far, very consistent from Westo. Oh, that's very fixable. Good spike. Shachiku from Westo is going to...
Oh my, screw.
What? It's so risky, but it's not too risky.
Promo playing F5 there. That's what I like to see.
There's the punish. You cannot Shachiku at row 15, Westo. Not against Promo.
Too greedy, too greedy.
You spin? Oh my god, that is
He's
so
well.
green!
He's well. Oh
What is that well from Westo? That is incredible. Osk himself is blessing this man now.
such an explosive set already. All these spikes.
Oh, what? Oh no. Your Jake said. Oh dear. They're doing their best. They'll fix it.
They're finding their footing. They'll get it.
Alright, both of them are cleaned up. Promo a bit in a bad position? Yeah, no.
That's caught by the ceiling there.
The finesse at the top is so rough. Like, I keep hanging eyepieces off the top.
Especially
like,
when
all
you're
those
trying
long
to
pieces.
burst. Oh my god, this greed.
Still misses the DPC, but it doesn't matter. You got enough of it off. Already up 6-2. Westo's starting to run away with it a bit. Ooh, fails the jigsaw as I say that.
Very commanding lead so far, but anything could happen. Maybe Promo's just warming up.
That is rough.
Another round for Westel there.
Tries to stack it to 6-3, but it's not versatile enough. Westo's able to punish, and Promo doesn't find the eyepiece there. Right, PC. Concerned about a jigsaw from Westo again, perhaps, but it's hard to convert into mid-game, and Promo's realizing the consequences of trying it. Okay, Westo breaks the back-to-back.
What is he doing?
Oh, Shachiku from Promo! One's doing Shachiku today. What is this greed? Okay, Promo, nice try. Back-to-back has to break there. And Westo's not in the lead anymore after that. There's no way he fixes that. Chooses to cancel, and we're back into a pretty neutral mid-game.
It's very interesting seeing Promo try to time. It's not something I see a lot from him on the offensive usually.
As we say that, Westo's at 13 back-to-back somehow. Oh, my bad. Try again. Get down. Promo can't really punish with that board. Yeah, LST board, but it's too late.
Caught without a T-piece. So sad.
It is I, deep 4 AM thoughts. Hello. 6-3 from Promo yet again. What a beautiful well. No misdrops!
And Promo, okay.
Okay, both of them misdrops.
Higher player either to like capitalize on this. So. Oh, that's.
Oh, that's not fixable. Not even for the sprint world record holder, no. Still a 5-point lead for Westo. Promo really has to pull something out here.
This is looking pretty rough.
That's a really good 6-3 coming up for Promo, and not the worst misdrop from Westo, but he doesn't stride out this time.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more misdrops from Westel later into the set, so good work to Promo's advantage.
Sometimes when you reach this point, you think the pressure's off, but also you start thinking that you can actually win the set, and then you start getting in your own head. And Westo's having a hard time dealing with his misdrops.
A lot of quick rounds for Promo here, slowly catching up.
This is a first to 11. It's been like, what, 5 minutes? It's nearly over.
They're just so like fast and good. It's truly insane.
And a lot of ranks, people have trouble killing people. These guys have the opposite problem. They really just have to play against themselves and stop misdropping. Oh dear, Westo.
That was a decent attempt at fixing it. It's just the board was too bad.
The thing about misdrops is you don't have to fix them if you don't make them. And Westo's just throwing away his lead real quickly here. Nice back-to-back, but Promo's easily downstacks through auto pressure so far.
Oh, this greed from Westel. He's gonna have to break.
Oh, what is that?
And these misdrops, they're just adding up.
Wait, Promo as well. Okay, neutral positions now, but advantage is thrown away. you can get hard punished for that, especially at this level of gameplay.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many big wells of clean yet so far. It's been pretty cheesy, but
Westo not again!
worth it.
So many misdrops from Westo. Oh, there's the well you were talking about, but no eyepieces for Westo. Nothing is going to come of it.
Oh, what is this donation? Gets off.
Like, a billionaire's donation. It doesn't exist. Like, what?
I'm a bit cheesed up, but he's working through it. Very nice down stacking.
Westo's board looks great. Not anymore, but the spike is going to hit Promo pretty hard. Cannot continue the pressure fast enough though, and Promo is going to get out. And now it's Westo who's in a rough position. That down stack is found, but it's a little bit slow. And Promo is left again in a better position.
Just can't imagine what it's like to be playing at 4 and being speed gapped. Like, I just can't grasp that concept in my head.
Westo has just made 13 back-to-back in like 2 seconds yet again.
He's keeping it as well.
Promo was looking better, I swear. Just Westo can do this thing at the tip of the hat. It just happens.
Oh, I disagree. He's gonna have to break. That's
What a
totally
downside.
down.
Oh yeah.
That was very clean.
He's out. The longest round we've seen so far, and it's super intense. Promo the first to reach double digits yet again with the back-to-back. Westo's
Ooh.
pressured so hard, barely survives.
Is he gonna get out?
There is a downside, he's going to find it.
Oh,
Promo's
my
out of that.
What is that? He's fine
Fixed
though.
He fixes it! Promo's out of back-to-back again. Promo has to greed harder here, actually.
Dude, Westel is scaring me with his play.
Margin time is kicking in.
It's not
And
the
both
time for
players
this
are... Oh my... How is Westo alive? What is that fix? What is this man doing? This is not fair.
Promo near the top, but does have access to his clean.
Neither player has any back-to-backs going, but they're just struggling to deal with this gravity that's kicking in. The margin time is making gameplay super difficult.
Yeah, 3 minutes in now. It's definitely an endurance test at this point.
Westo might have a spike here. He's fishing for it.
Well,
He doesn't work out.
Promo.
What is that well? Oh my goodness.
That's margin time for you.
Eyepieces don't come though. And wait.
Ooh, nice
What's
down
the
stack.
what is? No way. Okay.
Oh,
It's finally a misdrop that's going to end it. 6-9 denied.
And just like that, the lead is gone. It was like what, 8-2 or something? Now
It was
it's
8-3. Promo has just won 5 rounds in a row. And he's looking good to win this one as well with this position. 20 spike coming in. Westo's out of eyepieces, needs to stride, and he does. If there's anyone you can trust to stride, it would be Westo. And he's going to punish this misdrop from Promo.
Ooh, rough eye misshot there. Promo really needs to carry this momentum with him if he wants to secure the set.
So 2 points left for Westo to earn. And with this misdrop,
It's Promo's round.
8-9. This has become super close. Very intense set between these two top players. These PR neighbors. As Uzo said. No opener gaming for Westo. I'm surprised to not see it often. Do you
Yeah,
think that opener gaming would work against the 6-3?
Probably, it's not really... It's more of a tank opener, I guess. But Promo does it quickly, so maybe not.
If Westo does SDPC or Jigsaw not fast enough, it just instantly sends his opponent to the top. And 6-3 should have a rough time dealing with that. Either way though, we are into the mid game. Very messy round this one. Neither player is in real danger of topping out yet. Pro was pushed up, but with an eyepiece.
Just keep going clean at each other, and now they're in a position where they can capitalize on it.
Okay, a well from Promo.
6-3 well.
Doesn't
He's bursting.
find a spike from it. Westo's out.
Promo has his chain though now. He can hold on to it.
Oh, Westo wanted the LST so bad, just couldn't find it, and now his Q's all messed up.
Is it gonna be out?
I don't believe. Okay.
It's tied. Wow.
I would have lost it if Westo found his way out of that one.
Just a few pieces away from the queen.
Oh my, misdrops the PCO. So again, we're going to head into mid-game. Promo's super high up with super clean garbage as well. It's going to take full advantage of it. 18 spike.
Westo's fine then.
Westo can psycho to all those eye pieces in an instant.
Oh, he's in the stack and misdrop.
That's a misdrop.
Match point for Promo.
We were at 8-3. Promo has won 7 rounds, and Westo has won 1. Intentionally, this is nearly a sweep.
Dude, Westo's bursts are just... I can't even see them. He's misdrops though.
Okay, Promo's forced to cancel back. Oh my, Promo's dead. We are getting a show for Fight Night, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude.
This is news, okay.
And it's win by 2, so... Oh my god, what's that? What?
This is the same opener he
Oh,
used in
well,
PWC.
Well,
Hate
that's...
to see it.
That'll do.
Betrayed by the magic keyboard. It had to happen. Who's into TKI? If you misdrop TKI, it is very easy to fix.
That is true.
Promo might be
God.
dead here? Can he psycho? Not fast
Oh,
enough.
Back to Deuce. This is the first set of the fight nights. Already this
Westo
close.
really is just playing against himself here.
Oh,
Okay, there's the PCL. Doesn't find a second though.
it's a bit too slow on that.
Almost so clean, what is that? Oh, never
where's
mind.
the IP? What is this?
No.
Oh, but West doesn't
It
have an
works!
answer. Doesn't have a response to that.
The jankiest win I've ever seen in my life. Point goes to Promo, but if Westo survived like for 3 more seconds, Promo just pops himself out.
Yeah, that was quite the Hail Mary there, but it paid off.
Westo with the MDL yet again sends us into mid-game. Misdrops again, this might be the end. There's
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
What
play
an
from both players, honestly.
I am very happy to see a deuce in our first Fight Night game though. That was crazy.
That was fun to watch. I do like both of these players, gameplay-wise.
Definitely very fun to watch. If you want someone controlled, consistent, don't come here. Not these two. Definitely not. But if you want some fun matches, if you want volatility, you want something crazy, insane, you want clean garbage flung everywhere, you gotta watch Westo, you gotta watch Promo.
I
It's
love
super fun to
volatility,
Mhm.
but not playing against it though, that's annoying, intentionally.
See, I'm not at the level where I find it annoying. I'm good enough to maybe steal a point and then I'm happy. And then I'm like surprised that I got a point. And then there's my source of joy, you know, and it ends there. No pressure. In any case though, great game. And we will be moving on to our next Fight Night match. Unless Lily has anything to say, then it's not. Ooh.
Hopefully my mic's on. I just need to check to make sure that this mic's on. Oh, it's on. Okay, good. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. We've got some promotions to run for Hummingbird Nest. Obviously, this stream is part of Hummingbird Nest Daybreak Week. We've got Tetrio Fight Night is today. But later in the week, we have more things happening tomorrow at the same time as this stream is Jackbox with community members. Then after that, for the rest of the week, we'll be moving into 12 p.m. UTC, so mornings for my time zone at least. Wednesday we'll have some people playing Chain together. On Thursday will be a Hummingbird staff Q&A. Go in the Hummingbird Nest Discord. There is a channel where you can post questions being answered by Hummingbird Nest staff team there. And then Friday is going to be the final day of that with Radiant 100. Hummingbird's Nest Radiant is finally making it to a major. If you're on Tetriel, you'll see the banner for that. Speaking of Radiant, now is a good time to talk about that at 12 p.m. at noon UTC. You can translate that to whatever time zone you are in. If you are ranked, or if you have ever been U or higher, you can join Hummingbird Nest's Major Radiant 100. There are some badges. You can go to the Discord server. There's a channel to the channel's open. Yeah, there's a channel to register in, so you can go register for Radiant 100. Badges to the top 3 players, and then there is also a prize pool for that. What's next? Hummingbird Nest has an official keychain now with Hummingbird Nest's official mascot. You can get that for only $10 each, and I forgot to look up where you can get that from. I managed to forget where you get that from, but I'll see if I can find that information really quick. Regardless, Hummingbird Nest has an official keychain now, $10 to purchase that. And my last point for right now is there is a raffle going on with this stream. I think all of them in Daybreak had a raffle. If you type the word Capybara for this week into chat, you'll be entered in the raffle for a month of Tetris supporter. Last week I think there was yesterday I think we did a keychain or something. There'll be more prizes throughout the week, so make sure to tune into the Hummingbird Nest streams as part of Daybreak Week, so you can be entered to win those prizes. Alright, with that, that's all I have to say right now. I'll kick it back to Benex and Gigawatt for some more commentary.
Woo! We're back! Thank you, Willie.
Very cool.
Turns out that was a really fast set, so Shark thought it started in a couple more minutes. We'll start our next set once he shows up.
Alright, so we have Shark, and then we have this player, but I don't know how to say their name. I really don't.
They go by many names. Special, IILL. I'm not saying that.
I know they've gone by Vega before.
That's the shortest one if you want to use that one. To be fair.
Well, I'm not saying IIILLL, so I might just use that.
Or maybe just Astria. Astria is fast enough. I'll do that.
Astria. I'm just gonna assume you're right, and I'll say it that way. 'Cause I don't know.
I don't see any other way to say it. It's fine. They won't mind. Okay, I know Astraya's a little concerned about this match because Flying Diarrhea was one of our top 10 players. Top 30 actually at the beginning of this year, but as for coaching from me a while ago and then just skyrocketed to top 10. The grind was wild.
Dude, Ben XT coaching. It's so good. Worked for this guy.
Yeah, I can't say that for myself, but I have some results. I have some results. I can leave it at that. In any case, though, I think if there's anyone who can take Flying Diarrhea by surprise, or as better known by Shark, I think Astraya's opener gaming is going to play a huge part. This upset is going to happen.
I do know they're a very good opener player, but both players' stats are looking very similar. I'm looking at them right now on the screen. And they're close in rank as well, so it'll definitely be another close match.
I have to say I heavily favor Shark here. I think Astraya's stats are inflated by opener, but we'll have to see. Anything can happen. It is Tetriel.
That's true. It's also been changed from 1st to 15 now, so more for me to watch. I love that.
I'm not complaining. Yeah, here we go. Already into mid game though, and we already have a missed drop from Estroya and Noah. There they go.
A lot of timing from him I saw in that first round. Wonder if that's going to be part of his strategy for the rest of the set.
There's the opener gaming. Doesn't have first PC. PCO decline comes in. Playing Diarrhea. Oh, doesn't choose to go down there. Playing very safe. He might have been expecting some openers. But here we go into mid game. Blind Diarrhea definitely does not mind going to mid game here. I think in the mid game he has a significant advantage. Oh, this board's a bit rough. We'll find a solve.
Bit of a chain built up for an Astraya here, but they have to break because of a misdraw.
Ooh, the triple spin. I don't think it's enough. Oh, double eyepiece comes in. Last piece in the bag. Love to see
That was
it.
clutch. That was clutch.
They're in a lot of trouble though, as Shark is building up this back-to-back. Oh, doesn't count to 4. Yes, that works. Okay. Double digits now, finally.
Oh yeah, Shark does have that chain under timing. Very smart.
That's a 21 spike. Every back-to-back hurts once we're past this level.
Wow.
And Astray really feels it.
Very well played from Shark there with the time. Especially with their back-to-back chain.
That's a PCO bag. Or it's the PC bag. Blind Diarrhea cancels it out with the LS2.
This is like 2021.
It's death. Goodbye.
That too.
That's a 4.4 PPS LSD from Blind Diarrhea. Berk has been so consistent with his opener so far.
Yeah,
Oh,
how
stick
fast
spin.
it plays, it's very scary to anybody, even at the top.
The stick spin might work out here. Okay, Astray gets their first point.
Can't believe people still use stick spin.
It works.
Outdated opener.
In all fairness, if it works, use it. Oh, what is... That's... I don't know that opener.
A lot of queen from Shark here. Oh,
Okay.
that's a good kill.
That's so rough. Astray just didn't have a way to get down from there. PCO comes in versus the MS2.
The
Blind Diarrhea
classic level.
is going to PC. We're into mid game. But
Not
oh my goodness, I hate this
Shark.
board.
Yeah.
What the?
Really nice down stack though.
All the cheese is gone. It's been sent. It's been backfired right onto Astray's board. Nice little timing there. One off the multiplier. Hate to see it.
When you send cheese, you tend to receive cheese in return.
Astray's going to find the LST continuation here, but with that cheese on their board, they might just choose to cancel it out. Definitely considering it. But the Q's working out for the LST, and oh, never mind. Not with that. That misdrop's going to cancel everything.
That was good survival from Shark there. They're at the top for a bit, they found their out, and they take the round.
He does great to punish there. Astray just didn't have a great Q to continue the LST. Just felt kind of forced, and especially with that cheese on their board, it was very difficult to work with that. Nice timing from Shark. No, it was so close to yet again. The Q is always one piece off. They're looking for the 30 spikes.
And this shot from
they're
Astraya
so
there. It's gonna kill. Already looking at a 6-1 lead for Shark. Very, very dominant showing so far.
Another stick is coming in. No multiplier yet again. This game is just denying these players the spikes they want.
Look at all that queen though.
There's no IP. It's the last piece. In the bag. It keeps happening.
Hate to see it. Good cancel from Shark there.
what is this board from Australia? This is a rough to down stack.
They're working with it really well though.
This drop's going to slow things down a little, but it's probably fine. LST board now. Probably just going to count to 4 here. Yep, gets down perfectly. And now the board's looking great. It looks like a stick spin.
Mid-game stick spin board. Good survival. Australia here.
Dark wants the multiplier yet again, but just isn't there. Okay.
We're finding a lot of misdrops too, very unfortunate to see. They're working, but interesting.
Nice spin. He's going to get out of that somehow.
Shark
Looking
is just
clean.
still pressuring.
Nice little down stack from Estra is going to cancel all the cheese. This is a TSS count to 4 setup. It's too slow though.
Yeah, the shark takes another round.
Into mid-game yet again. None of these openers are doing anything. Looking very neutral. Australia just doesn't have a way to make use of that clean well. But I think Blindar chokes a little there.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not seeing more like quick opener rounds from these two players.
The MS2 really doesn't kill at this high level. But stick spin absolutely can. Or like double PC into DPC, it's very powerful at any level.
Ooh, too slow there from Australia, the down stack.
This is a PCL bag though, so let's see if Australia can make use of it. Oh wait, that's a TDL. No!
Isn't that dot cannon? The West Classic?
I don't know my TDs, I have to say, but what a spike coming in! There's the 30 spike. Finally, the eyepieces don't come too late. And it doesn't kill!
Great defense from Shark there. Very good down stacking decisions made.
30 spike doing nothing.
Cosmetic 30 spike, and they're dead.
It's 9-2. Flying Diarrhea is a faux Tetra League set ahead here. Absolutely running away with it.
It's much more one-sided than I thought it would be, but I guess that just happens sometimes.
In line with my prediction, but definitely a bit of a surprise. As Shark can't keep up the LST, it's going to be cancelled. Left with a bunch of cheese, just forced to downstack here. Luckily Shark can't really punish.
What is...
Where is that JP's going?
No. I respect the attempt. It was cool, but it just didn't work, admittedly.
It wasn't even a washing machine, but that's the most I've seen a JP's move. Oh my goodness.
The 6-3 well versus the PC Sman.
328 spike just gifted to Flying Diarrhea here.
Yeah, I love the opener game meta. It's just such a fun thing to observe.
Dark one piece off the PC there. Oh my, perfect garbage well. Perfect. It's fixable. That's an STSD. Doesn't go for it. Australia can't punish. So, guess we're back into mid-game. Oh, I don't like that STSD. It's not going to be clean. Yep. Down stacks. Do not do that TSD tower. Yeah, fair enough.
Pretty neutral position for both players.
Diarrhea is trying to look for some back-to-back here. Oh, that's not how I would have done it. I don't think it works. Okay, he makes it work.
Nothing little speed can't fix.
Oh, this is... Oh, wait, no, it works! It's so beautiful!
There's no T available for Australia.
Dark finds such a nice back-to-back continuation there. Well played to bring his score up to double digits. It is a first to 15 though, so Astraea definitely still has a fighting chance.
Yeah, it's just, you really need to lock in when you're down this many points. Can't afford to lose too many more.
They're going to get one here. I don't think there's any down stack.
No way. No. Oh my god.
That hurts to
You
watch.
jinxed it. You jinxed it.
There was a down stack, I guess, but in any case, still up by 6 points. A little blip in the radar. Nothing to be concerned about. Actually, I've never seen Astraea time. That's something to be concerned about.
Yeah, they've definitely been playing a lot slower than their average step suggests in this set. But they're against a very good player, so...
TST, you are insane. It actually would have worked. It was a TST into like a
Wait.
20 spike.
Wait, are they?
I don't
No.
believe it.
I want to believe that they had it out.
The TST ended up being so... It was extra... just amazing there. I did not see that being an option.
It's very good vision from both players with their setups.
Good LSD from Shark, in fact. It's going to break, but the board's still gorgeous. Never mind. Back into mid-game. Both players are going to start looking for back-to-backs here. Shark with a triple on his board is going to find it difficult to properly continue the back-to-back. What is this stack? Yeah, get out. There we go. Astraea, on the other hand, sitting pretty, needs the Z piece. It comes a bit late.
Wow.
Quite a 23 spike from it though. And I think Shark's greed is starting to get punished a little.
That's very nice using the clean there from Astraea.
Into making yet again. There's no opener gaming happening today.
I know, I'm kind of sad. I want like big stats to look at.
Big number funny, very true. Big misdrop's not so funny. And Astraea is going to cancel out of the back-to-back tree with that one.
Yeah, hopefully they just have to work through their boards right now because they're not looking very nice.
Neither is Shark. Is going to convert into a nice finder, looking at the garbage and finding a prediction for the TSD. Wow.
Good survival, but I do disagree with that down stack decision. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
A couple misplaced pieces there. Astraea definitely had a way out, but with no time to find it, misplaces a couple pieces. Oh, there's the stick. Okay, takes a... misdrop the stick. That's also an option.
I do like the amount of timing that Astraea's been doing. It's very thoughtful play.
Nice down stack. I'm surprised I canceled every... No!
Ooh, the top out, the self top out.
The misdrop into excellent fix into misdrop is just painful. Hate to see it. But the show must go on.
It's 13-5. So it's probably not the most motivating from Astraea's perspective, but
Astraea has to play cheese race. Good enough.
what is this garbage? My god, I thought we were playing Tetrio. Where's the queen?
Nowhere to be found as cheese is just getting flung around.
It's a nice STSD from Shark. Very clean place to do it.
This is a very nice board to back with. Finds it donated, count to 4. And that's match point.
Astraea struggling with the pieces there. Too slow with their decisions for that round.
Ooh, misdrop from Astraea there.
Yeah, a lot of clean to work with though. Are they gonna get to it? No, that tops them out.
Oh, very close. They could definitely have worked with it that well if they just were given a little more time. But the prediction rings true. Shark takes it in a dominating victory, honestly. Very well played from him.
Yeah, that was a good showing from both players there. I think Shark just had the upper hand and didn't let go throughout the set.
Time again, I'm surprised by how consistent Shark is. He posts this stuff out all the time. Just a terrifying player to play against because you know he's always going to be this good.
Yeah, even against like the top players, this guy puts up a really good fight, especially in the TL sets I've seen on streams. So they're a good player to watch.
Absolutely. The grind really works out. You just play more at the top level. You get better. Truly.
That is true.
Okay, I think I owe Deep a redeem. I don't know. He's trying to make me say something.
Well, I certainly
Really
can't
trying
read
to.
that, so
I guess I just do it. I think they're fixing the stream right now. We have heard the complaints about the audio, so Willie's going to work on it a little. In the meantime, redeem from Deep and Thoughts. I don't know why Yida wrote this, but 你说的对，这就是 Ben， 会英文，会中文，会台语，会弹琴，有 back to back， 会 DS， 奇怪开场，样样来，搭 PPS 播报随口就来，方块教学更是没话说，方块界的顶级天才啊！Never do this again.
what does that mean? What does that mean?
You can throw it into Google Translate.
Alright.
I don't want to say that again. I can't believe you've made me do this.
Well, it had your name in it, so
It does have my name. I don't know where this is from. He either just started spamming it one day, and then it caught on because someone Google translated it, and they were like, "Okay, let's keep sending it."
I can't believe
It's
you can
following me
figure it out.
around.
Tetrio coffee pastas.
All right, gonna hop in really quick with
Okay,
some more
I
information
got my
on those keychains.
I don't know what to say about it.
Got a bit more information on those keychains since I didn't have it earlier. I found the form. Here's the form. You can go purchase your keychain from that form. It's $10. $10, and then you gotta pay for shipping. U.S. shipping is $5. $10 for international shipping. But you can maybe get that shipping waived if you're going to like a certain WPL or something. Contact Law and Pedal about that. You might be able to hand deliver it, and then you don't have to pay for shipping. But yeah, $10 for keychain, five for US shipping, then an additional 10 for international shipping. Link is in the chat. Go purchase a keychain. That'd be pretty cool. All right, back to y'all.
We are 10 minutes early, so I'm not surprised our players aren't here yet. That was just a very fast set that we just watched there.
Yeah, even the very first set was really quick. But we have one player here, so
Definitely the faster player, I will say.
3.9 average, not even top 100. This is
Are
certainly
you
a moment.
familiar with UI Galaxy?
I am familiar with their play. If you call them a strider, I don't think that'd be inaccurate to say.
They called him the Walmart Westo. But there's
Well,
also the discount Walmart Westo. And there's people fighting for that title.
yeah,
There's a few Westos around.
I think Kuratso's definitely in that category of players if you've heard of them.
Maybe Carozzo is the Walmart Westo. And then UI Galaxy is the discount Walmart Westo.
Damn.
I don't know. There's some complicated relationships to be found around here.
Can't do UI Galaxy like that. They're their own player. East
Hey,
Coast
we
Westo
can
doesn't
phrase
have-
similar though. The 17-second sprint.
Dude, that's pretty fast. It's faster than me.
That is top 40. It is a little fast. Blitz not quite ranked as high, but it's still 900,000. Oh, Dingo, no. Dingo,
Blitz
why?
is so saturated.
Wait, it's your turn, right?
Why do I have to? I don't want to read that.
It's your turn. I just read mine.
Alright. An addiction is a chronic dysfunction of the brain system that involves reward, motivation, and memory. It's about the way your body craves a substance or behavior, especially if it causes a compulsive or obsessive pursuit of reward and lack of concern over consequences. Over time, addictions can seriously interfere with your daily life. Please do not waste 12 hours of your day playing Tetra League. It's not worth it.
Coming from someone who did exactly that.
Yeah, I wonder who would play 12 hours of Tetra League in a row. Surely nobody would be strange enough to attempt something like that. Surely, right?
Take care, Sam Dingo. Keep yourself safe.
Keep yourself safe.
Just take care, okay? The Tetra League is not... You don't have to do this to yourself. It's optional. It's a game. It's a block stacking game. You take rainbow squares, you put them on top of each other. You don't spend... If you want to, it's fine. Up to you.
Even besides like the obvious like physical toll that 12 hours of Tetra League would take on you, there's the mental toll of what's winning or losing.
I've already got an RSI once. Oh boy.
I don't know, some days even just 12 minutes of Tetra League is too much for me. It's just, sometimes it's just not it.
Don't play 12 hours of Tetra League. I think we can end it on that note. Don't do this to yourself. I hope... I don't know, like, the entire story. I just hope he took a break somewhere in the middle. Because if it's 12 straight hours, that's probably, like, at least 12 D ranks.
Well, you know. Breaks are for chumps. Just play. It's that simple.
I'm too old. My life is a break.
You're not too old. Relax.
I've been caught the second blink already. You know how much that hurts my mental.
Well, that's just tough. My sympathy goes out to you. I mean, Blink's pretty
No.
old, so. The
I'm
second
literally
blink-
like half that. Okay, maybe not half.
Wow, don't diss Blink like that, man. He's not that old.
We had a conversation, I think, in the TWC commentator channel about like coming out stuff. And then what was it? Someone talked about commentating a tree.
A tree?
It's still moving. Oh, it's still wind, but the tree is still alive and kicking.
Dude,
I'm losing it. Normal comms.
I don't know. Some of you
Yapping.
people are
6
quite
more minutes. Where the
strange.
heck is Puffy?
You're just so ahead of schedule.
Where is my sailboat guy? He's literally online.
Oh, that's true. Puffy does do sailboat. I remember that.
See, sailboat isn't a scary opener, but it is a scary opener if you can do it at 6 PPS.
Well, I think it's fair to say you could talk about any opener being 6 PPS and that's scary.
I didn't say that. I only said sailboat usually isn't a scary opener. But this is Puffy we are talking about. And I don't know how many reps Puffy has on sailboat, but he's definitely rivaling some top sailors out there, man. Bro has done so much sailboat everywhere. It's straight up just his signature opener now.
I think he learned it from like, I don't know where he learned it. I know Salted Bread is very proud of Puffy for his sailboat. And Salted's like lapped so much of that opener from PPT.
Does it work in PPT?
I mean, like, I personally, I think PPT is like less of an opener game. Like you can get away with a lot more in that game at the top level just because of the speed cap.
That's
Even though it's
fair.
still
Like,
a fast game.
spiking doesn't work as well, right?
Yeah, and like with the different garbage canceling and tanking stuff like that, it's definitely a very different type of meta.
I have like 30 minutes on PPT, so I couldn't say. One of the
have-
clips I do remember is MS2 nonsense.
MS2. That's a
It
good
was
one.
that one really famous Dormy clip. He did like MS2 into PC again or something ridiculous.
That's Dormy for you.
Where is Puffy? Slowest Tetris player alive.
Yeah, he's got 3 minutes. Got time.
Who's gonna win this? What do you think?
See, I don't remember where Puffy is on the leaderboard. Are they top 100? I don't even know what the leaderboard looks like these days down there.
I'm gonna take a guess. Since Puffy was like, I think peak top 80, 70 a couple months ago, he's probably around like 130 right now. Okay, now let me check. Where is this guy? I spelled it wrong. Oh, he's unranked. That makes sense.
Oh.
Where does 64 stand? Where's 64? Whoa, that's like top 150.
964?
Yeah.
Okay. That is lower than UI Galaxy, but it is also unranked, so they could be anywhere these days.
He hasn't touched Tetra League in a while, so it really could be anywhere from like top 120 to top 60.
A bit of a wild card, these unranked players, but they're all coming back. Season ending. Gotta get your badge.
If you like this rule set, you better play it because it's changing.
Yeah, what do you think the new rule set's gonna be for season 2? Got any ideas?
Disregarding some insider info, I'm hoping the new rule set is similar to the old rule set, so that most of the gameplay carries over. But like,
Yeah.
without any insider info, I can't imagine they changed something so drastically that the top players can't be top players anymore. Because the game has been fundamentally very similar to like even Tetris Battle, Tetris Friends, the decade-old games. If you take that all away, you're going to lose a lot of the player base.
Yeah, I agree with that. Can't make anything drastically change, or people are gonna get turned off by the idea of it.
I mean, I'm not the biggest grinder, but I still have maybe couple thousand hours in this game. If everything I worked for just changes, you know, that's really demotivating for the second season.
Yeah.
No
Guess I'll
man
just have to
says-
wait and see.
Where is this guy? Go on, sorry.
Just saying I'll wait and see for season 2.
It is coming. You'll get to see it soon.
It's a little over a week, right? It feels like time's passed so quickly since it was announced.
Oh, for sure. This has been a very fast summer for me as well. Where
Time
is
flies.
Snowman 99? You were top 60, but I don't think you would D-rank that much. You're probably out of top 100. So 150. Okay, now let me find him.
My guess is like 110.
He's not 110 unless I'm blind. What is this guy? 161. Oh, I'm so close.
Oh, dang! I thought I'd be closer.
I'm 10 off.
That's a tough fall off, admittedly. My condolences.
There's been a lot of fall-offs. I think everyone's just trying so hard to improve now that the playstyle, the meta has been evolving every single week. Gameplay intentionally gets completely different from what it was a week ago.
Which is crazy to think about. Like, I did not expect like something like that to happen. I knew like a bunch of unranked players would come back, but even besides that, everybody's just they play so differently now. It's hard to explain.
It is a rejuvenation of sorts. Like everyone's trying to learn new things. Everyone's trying to get that one little advantage that'll push them over the edge, up to a better rank. And it's a bloodbath in the top 100. Everyone wants to get in some sort of cutoff, and around rank 90, I imagine it's pure chaos.
Oh, absolutely. Do you have any cutoff goals for the end of the season, or you're not worried about that?
I am perfectly fine with the top 100 badge. I would like 69.
Oh my god.
If I can't get there, I'm fine with top 100, and I don't think I'm dropping out. I might have just set a flag there, but I don't think I'm dropping out.
I think you can hold on. I don't see why you wouldn't unless you start throwing, which could happen.
Don't look at yesterday.
Don't check your history.
Don't check my history. Or maybe check my history. I need someone to complain with. It was just 2 6-3 leads, okay? It was only 2 6-3 leads.
Yeah, that's like the promo thing. That's like 6-3. How could you lose those?
I'm not promo, I just own his server. I don't know why I still have the row. Oh, I don't. Okay, he finally got rid of the row. I owned his server until up to yesterday.
Alright, well, Puffy had 3 minutes to show up, and now it's been 3 minutes since he was supposed to show up, so like, come on.
Puffy, where are you at?
Kids these days, actually Puffy might be older than me, I don't know. Their lack of punctuality is just sickening.
Just goes to show how much faster UI Galaxy is than Puffy.
That's true.
Where is this guy? What is this YouTube video in his profile? Am I gonna get rickrolled? This is an alternate link. Oh, I'm perfectly fine with that. Good video. Where is he? Snowman wants to play. That's actually close. That would be a fun match.
I mean, I have no preference. I'm just here to commentate. I don't ask questions. I don't complain.
We can get the ultimate opener gaming. If we get Snowman versus UI Galaxy. Not that Sailboat is like not opener gaming, but you know, there's some openers that threaten more than others.
I mean, it's Tetrio. The entire game's an opener game, honestly.
It doesn't have to be. It really doesn't. What do you think is the equivalent of Bone Cloud? If there is one. Funny question.
Maybe it's the Among Us opener.
But do you think that throws an equal amount as the Bone Cloud?
I mean, it's a pretty bad opener in terms of like winning. But
So like, a super GM, let's say Magnus, can pull off a Bone Cloud versus a super GM, which is probably like top 30 range. So could CZ among me and win?
Yeah, probably.
Honestly, yeah. I think he can have it. I think CZ can among us both and still have a good fighting chance.
I'm sure Diao could, with how fast he is.
I literally died to Westo doing Christmas stairs against me, so I think Westo could totally Among Us opener me and still win. Yeah, I guess Among Us has to be the Bone Cloud equivalent.
I must be out of touch. What are Christmas stairs? Red, green? What? That
Christmas stairs is great. I'm not sure how to show you right now because there's no page for it. Hopefully the picture somewhere. Oh wait, there's that picture that I got photoshopped onto that snow internet. Let's see if I can find that one. Snowman is going to Stepano. Puffawuffs is gone.
Rip. You sneeze, you lose.
You saw. They're good.
I really gotta admire the full PPS gap between these two players' averages. Alright, man. Still a first to 15. Starting off with a misdrop from Snowman here. UI Galaxy 4 PPS LST. Very nice.
Not the cleanest LST, but it'll do. Especially if you do it at 4 PPS. Lots of things work at 4 PPS.
That is true. We live in the speed era.
There's the SDPC spin coming in from Snowman. He's been using that a lot recently. Definitely used that to climb up to top 60 earlier. Worth looking extremely clean.
Very meta opening to use. Especially with the spike potential. Good C-spin.
Where'd all this cheese come from? UI Galaxy is just merged up here.
They're working through it.
Snowman cannot find a punish. There's no spike here to be found. Merely PCs. Oh, what is it, Tweed?
Out at the top,
And that's
though.
whispered.
I was gonna say, it's hard to punish when you're like gapped by full PPS, but Snowman finds a way.
Ooh, LST at 6 PPS. Got down to 5, only 5. That's not fast enough.
This is not good LST. I'm sorry, as like an LSTer, that was not good LST, but it's okay, because you played at 4.5.
That's faster than my sprint. I'm pretty sure my sprint is literally 4.5 or something like that.
Well, you don't have a 17, so...
Well, speaking of sprint, UI Galaxy opened with 6.3.
Snowman, very, very careful with what they're placing. Nice back-to-back, but gonna break.
He did not have to break it there, but it is the clean option. I think against players like UI Galaxy, you have to greed more rather than play safer, because this is gonna happen.
Yeah, you also can't misdrop your eyepiece in the T-spin hole. It's probably not the best thing to do, all things considered.
In this kind of matchup, you have to have more resources on your board than your opponent, because they can just die to SDPC, I guess.
Yeah.
So that just happened. This is why we use this opener. Or I don't SDPC, but there's a reason why it's meta.
I've played you before. I don't see you using openers like that.
I would never. You need to check my Twitter. Anyways.
Big tank from Snowman here, but...
What is that? That's 5.3?
Oh. I mean... I'd be a bit faster than that to be with 5.3, I will say.
Snowman did lag there, which is unfortunate for him, but...
Wait,
matching that... Oh. What? You do not burn the eyepiece there. Oops.
UI Galaxy looping at 5.7. They're definitely very
900K
familiar
blitz
with
score.
their opener. Yeah, I was gonna say, blitz score really telling the full story.
That's not reliable. Oh, reliable strikes again, not being reliable. Snowman does the jankiest opener known to mankind. And then somehow going to kill UI Galaxy, probably.
Oh,
What?
Mr.
Never mind.
T.
I jinxed it.
They are out though. It's gonna be rough. Ooh, that's just not. It's not enough. Garbage is not working with him there.
I think Snowman's down stack was perfectly fine there. It was just too slow.
Yeah. 6-3 from UI Galaxy.
Oops. This is not a very good stack. It's so lopsided, yeah. Just turned into cheese, but Snowman's able to cancel off it. Counts to 4 TSS. Down stack is fun. Oh, no, you should have C-spin. Okay.
Dude, I love like just criticizing the players as a commentator and their decisions. It's so toxic, it's so fun. Nice back-to-back. UI Galaxy, you're gonna break though.
Once in a while, if you have the confidence that you can play better than who's on stage. Okay, Snowman closes the gap here. 6-3. Still anyone's game early into the set.
Hey,
LSP's
Gamashiro
gonna
versus
come in.
PKI, yeah.
Where's
I
the
love
blitz
the
opener? Come on.
Oh, yeah,
Snowman's
where's
going
the
to 180 into a misdrop.
Yeah, both players with rough boards, but
This could be a spike. Never mind.
you jinxed it.
Yeah, that's not how a spike works. Snowman is hopefully going to punish whatever this is.
What is happening?
I don't. Is that fixable? Snowman, come on, send something. No.
Oh my god, no, this is not the time for this Josh Snowman. Okay, good find, but UI Galaxy has to cancel. Oh my god, what am I watching?
This is actually jail Tetrio. This is straight up jail Tetrio, right? Snowman comes up on top in an absolute slugfest.
I'm
They were
gonna
just
pretend that
wrestling
didn't
in the
happen.
mud. They were
That,
swimming in the sewer.
that round has been erased from my memory. On to the next one.
They happen. Those rounds do happen. It's just unfortunate it had to happen now. But water under the bridge. Get it out of the sewer. This round so far has been very clean for both players.
Oh, there's not enough space for
Never
UI
mind.
Galaxy at the top. Has a
Wait,
down stack.
oh my goodness.
Nice find, but still caught without another eyepiece, and that's gonna be it.
I think there was a path where you didn't have to burn the eyepiece, but it was a little harder to find. And UI Galaxy had a very limited amount of time to look for that DS. It's going to 6-3 again. There's... You... Oh, the misdrop.
Oh man, this drops their opener.
I hate to see it.
I mean, like, honestly, the worst thing you can do after PC is, like, misdrop, because you're just asking for a return spike.
No Man's doing that thing where you soft drop every piece, and I think it's slowing him down a significant amount, actually.
Do you
There's
see
There's no piece.
UI Galaxy do that too? I believe it's a blitz thing?
I think it's actually a blitz thing, yeah. Because at 20G, you can use the same finesse that you use when you soft drop every piece.
I love the blitz meta. No,
Nice
I
TSP
don't.
there. From Snowman, and UI Galaxy is going to try and build out some back-to-back here. He'll probably break it. That board's not... Yeah.
Oh, Snowman
This
caught
one's
top, just as UI Galaxy misdrops their stack.
Just had to survive a little longer, but it doesn't happen. 8-5. Snowman is not too far behind, goes for the reliable TSV. It doesn't spike, it's 18. Yep, at this level that's still not enough.
It's good finds from Snowman though with these down stacks.
White Galaxy makes an eye dependency and has to like psycho to the next eye, somehow does it in time.
That's a good find. I respect that.
Near player looking... Never mind, UI Galaxy has to kill here. The board's so misdropped. The board's misdropped.
Oh,
On to the next attack. We're back into
Snowman's
it.
gonna get out. Finding the clean stacking solution.
ST stacking from UI Galaxy into a misdrop. Snowman's going to have abundant time to get out here.
Another misdrop from UI Galaxies. Price to pay for striding. Another
It
round.
can
to Snowman.
backfire, but it can also give you the 5-second wins that we see so often from him. That said, UI Galaxy is gone. He's back. That was T opener versus DPC. The opener main's gonna get opener mained!
That's another
Snowman
round.
finds a
Oh, yeah.
DPC.
He's closing the gap. Love to see it.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's a
that's-
complete mirror here.
I love the mirror match experience.
that? A very rare death bag. SDPC has like 90% PC chance, and neither of them managed to find it, so... I guess there just wasn't a solution.
Yeah, not always a solid side. Be ready to upstack these openers.
Once you use it enough, that 10% chance or something will manifest itself. And here it becomes so much cheese.
This forward and that eye piece from UI Galaxy.
The gap is gone. It's all tied up. And it's another SDPC bag. Early O. Snowman's gone.
Tetris PC. Oh, what? UI Galaxy doesn't have the DPC. I think they misdropped it.
Snowman misreading the Q a little. Might be bad.
Oh, that's
Yep.
not where the J piece goes, my friend.
Snowman built an STSD and then tried to put an eye in the well. That's a lot of the time a fractal or floating is better than the STSD because it doesn't cover the well. Snowman is going to find the DPC continuation here. UI Galaxy needs to cycle. Actually does it in time. I'm very surprised. Snowman doesn't kill the other force into mid game, but with the back-to-back advantage.
They have a nice chain.
Ooh.
Ooh, working with their garbage. Oh, gonna break though. Hate to see it, but probably a safe play.
Yeah, that solution was not it there. There were definitely a few ways to continue the back-to-back, but they were harder to find. Now we're into mid-game. UI Galaxy is perfectly fine here, should be able to cycle his way out. Snowman also a little stuck. So both players are just going to find their ways down. He's been a little along the way, sure. Yep, they're clean again.
Yeah, very neutral position so far, but
Not
nice
after
strike
that
from Snowman.
spike.
Ooh,
That's
and the
21.
misdrop from UI Galaxy.
929. This is wild.
You gotta rein in these misdrops, yo. They're costing you.
That's not reliable, Snowman. Already in a bit of trouble, forced to downstack everything. 0.3 APP coming in.
With the 6-3
Into
from
misdrop?
UI Galaxy, yeah.
UI Galaxy punishes. At this level of play, you just cannot do nothing for 10 seconds like Snowman just did. This Q is going to work out here. Versus the LST. Galaxy.
Nice from Snowman.
This is not good LST, but might be good enough. Never mind, not with that. Snowman can definitely get Galaxy out of the LST here. Galaxy is wasting 1 T for every T he puts in the
Ooh.
LST.
Dude.
Still 200 APM. Good enough.
And the LST main judging UI Galaxy's LST form. I love to see it.
LST main, okay?
Ooh,
That's a rough misdrop.
that's the
But that
5
is
second round.
300 APM. There's our big number. That's the highest APM we've seen so far, and we just saw Westo and Promo play.
Very fun, very fun. All the players struggling with the opener here. Trying to control their pieces.
This team? Snowman. Okay.
Big
I don't know
goal
if
for
this
UI
is-
Galaxy. Someone's gotta watch out. Oh wait, they also have big well. Okay.
They are perfectly fine. The spikes are gonna just disappear into thin air, cancelled out. Actually, Snowman's DS a little rough, wastes a few pieces. Oh, this Q is bad. Good enough, I guess. Snowman.
This is weird.
Okay. Now we're new. Oh no. What are you doing? Snowman, get out. Covering the well, needs a TP, Psychos,
Oh.
This drops!
12-10, still a close set.
Snowman just needs to stop making those critical mistakes. Like, every misdrop is like that!
Oh my god, both players.
Oh, yeah. This is Jail Tetrio again. UI Galaxy first to fix everything. Snowman still not looking good, honestly. Has to flat eye would be the fastest way, but it's not there. There's the flat eye for that one. Okay, he's out. And UI Galaxy has one back-to-back after all this time. So, guess we're into a neutral game. There's the back-to-back yet again.
Yeah, it's been a very messy round so far for both players. Need to find their footing if they want to start taking these games more consistently. It's been very back and forth.
UI Galaxy just could not find the back-to-back there. The board was there, the pieces were there, but stack just wasn't quite there as well.
Okay,
But so, yes, it's clean. Okay, 14.
Cycle to the T, cycle to the T.
The T is late!
Too
Was it
slow. I love backseating as commentators.
They're doing great. Top 200 players, very skilled.
Yeah, they're doing fine.
There's the SDPC spin. It's not going to do that much. I think UI Galaxy is perfectly fine in this position.
Yeah, very nice down stack.
Oh, could have counted 4, but okay. Good enough, good enough.
Ooh, the TST. I respect that.
I love that.
Very cool. DT from like okay.
Oh,
Players
who's
are just showing
listening?
off.
okay.
This is very, very funny.
I am no longer the disappointed Asian grandpa. I am after that misdrop. That hurts so much.
And it's match point. UI Galaxy. With the
Snowman
lead.
cannot be happy about that. There was a perfectly fine down stack and just misdrops it.
Maybe some opener game will fix everything.
He chose the DPC!
Oh.
Now all the clean garbage is going to come right back. The eyepiece is late. UI Galaxy is sending more cheese. Okay, not in time. Snowman cycles just in time, gets to all the way to the bottom. UI Galaxy misses the spike. The fractal's not built.
Oh, Snowman taking another round.
3.3 PPS. Snowman's on a different gear.
They're hanging on. They're hanging on. Oh.
Okay, UI Galaxy's going to misdrop the SDPC. SDPC spin sends him right
That's
up to
a
the
lot of
top.
Kuno.
Yeah, Snowman is gone. One choke and it's over.
That's the set.
That is 4.57 PPS for you. Crazy stat line.
Another close set. That's the second close set we've seen so far.
Absolutely. Well fought from Snowman, our lower rated player here. UI Galaxy is probably on the grind as well. Everyone has been, given how Tetra League is just ending. Everyone wants that top 100 badge, and UI Galaxy is definitely close.
Thank you to both of our players for the good showing. That was a nice match to watch and commentate.
A little cleaner, honestly, and that top 100 badge could be in reach.
You gotta have the number on your badge instead of just the letter.
I know,
Ooh.
right? But okay, there's been an argument that the D rank badge might be the rarest badge in the game.
Dude. People with D rank getting the badge. That'd be crazy.
If you are close enough, you could D rank for D rank, and I don't know how many people are in there, but it cannot be that many.
I mean, it's basically like X rank, just the other way around.
really is. And like, it might take even more grinding to get to D rank than it does to get to X rank. How many people are there? 1,000. Okay. There's no D minus?
I
Okay.
think it's just D and D
It's
plus.
D and D
I don't-
plus. There's no D minus.
There should just be an F rank for the last person in Tetra League who's ranked.
Oh my gosh. Imagine the bloodbath at the bottom of the leaderboard. It's just who can DC at closer to the time where it registers.
Dude.
Like, it doesn't even get to the spam top out range. You just have to DC.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's no D minus. It would be funny. And like 1,200 players in there. It's more than I expected.
Let's see, we've got Dormy and Cold up next. Should be here soon. Should be an interesting
Well, that's super
matchup.
close.
Very, I'd say very different play styles between the two.
Oh, absolutely. They play about the same speed, but Dormy is super spike heavy, I would say. He just finds them all the time. He does these crazy setups. And you just don't expect these spikes from him because like sometimes you can screen watch him and then sometimes you look over, you get so confused that you don't know what to do, and then it's somehow a 30 spike. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Cold with the, I know from playing them, very good at the constant pressure, good back-to-back, very high APM player. So it should be a good mix between the two.
He's very similar to his brother, honestly. I imagine they play each other a lot, so I think they rubbed off on each other a bit.
Are you gonna call Cold the Walmart shark or something?
I would never. But they do play very similarly. They use all the same openers. And I think Code just developed an ability to survive because he plays Shark so often.
Yeah. I wonder if openers are like genetic. There's gotta be a study on that. Surely.
Do I use Fairy Cannon because my father used Fairy Cannon?
It was passed down to me through the generations.
Yes. This is the secret Chinese opener passed down through the generations. Developed in the Qing era.
Of course, of course.
Tetris is an old game. I don't know if it's that old, but it's pretty damn old.
Really, it's also close ranks between these two players, so now they're set where it could go either way.
Who ranks apart? Okay. Yeah, I actually can't predict this one. I don't know who's going to win. I've gotten them all right so far, but this one, it could go either way.
Especially in a longer set, like a first to 15.
All right, Dormy fans in chat, speak up. Your Osu god is here. There's MS2PC coming in, not into DPC.
Okay.
Any garbage getting flung around, looking gorgeous right now.
We are going to see a lot of that MS2 action from Dormy here. I know it's definitely his main opener in this game.
It's also Code's main opener, so they might just cancel each other out. Code doesn't go for the PC usually, while Dormy does.
That decision
Yeah,
might make all the
Dormy won.
difference. Good back-to-back from Coldless there, taking the first round.
It was very clean, and then Codeless somehow just downstacked through the entire MS2 PC, and then got some cheese onto Dormy's board after that, and they were just winning from there. Okay, there's the spike! That's what I'm talking about. Dormy just pulls those out from nowhere. He's so familiar with spiking. And now he's going to DT Cannon!
Very high-level players. Very clean stuff from Dormy here.
A Firestorm-esque play I'm seeing here. That is absolutely beautiful. 14 back-to-back, never mind. Those TSSs I do not agree with. It's not going to work out.
Yeah, Dormy caught the top of the down stack.
Punish comes in from Coatless, surviving all the pressure and making use of the garbage. Hey, 2 up. Dormy uses the decade-old opener.
Really shows how old these players
Whoa,
are.
whoa. Don't do that to Dormy. There's no way he just lost because he did a decade-old opener. Okay?
I mean, DT is pretty outdated, all things considered.
I still think it's a good beginner opener, but I don't think it's viable at high level play anymore. It's too tall.
Oh no, absolutely. I believe DT was my first opener I learned.
Yeah,
Saw the
same.
video, and it looked cool. It looks
It
cool to a
does.
new person, right?
And then it teaches you some very nice spins. But like it gives you the bad habit of like holding soft drop whenever you do any spin.
Don't do that. By the way, I just gotta say, don't do that. But do build up a chain. Like these players are very.
Dormy's
nice.
gonna break his.
Oh no, hold having a bit of a rough.
Yeah, a wrong piece.
Ooh,
Oh wow, the
greedy.
green. If that worked out, it would be really nice. Unfortunately not. He's going to cancel into a 4-5 stack. Dormy's looking for some count to 4s, but this stack is so rough. I'd rather just down stack the whole thing. He's going to try it. Yup. Entire stack is gone. It also put some cheese onto Coatless's board.
Yeah, I really love seeing the dynamics between these two players because of how different their playstyles are. Always very thoughtful with his pieces, especially as the slower player kind of has to make sure he's not ruining the stack.
Oh, Dormy one piece off like a 30 spike multiplier. Does the Ivor hang but out of order? Coatless is sitting pretty with this 11 back to back. It's going to kill here, the SRS plus!
Doesn't go over.
That goes over in Tetris Friends, I'm just gonna say.
Okay.
SRS plus kill is the most painful thing ever. MS2 gets cancelled, we're already into mid-game. Code with a beautiful board that he can't take advantage of. Oh, this is no longer beautiful. Back-to-back has to break.
Going with the misdrop with the S there, you're gonna have to fix that.
Coatless is trying to set up a spike. I respect that. I respect the C-spin attempt. He was very close to being
misdrops, but he's okay now. Very neutral position right now for both players.
I find that there's two ways to use previews. Like, some players stack in ways where most pieces work, and then adjust based on the previews, and some players actually fit pieces from the queue onto their board.
Wow, really nice revolve with gold there. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just important to just always be mindful of your queue. As long as you're not stacking yourself into a corner, you should be able to win a lot against other players.
Dormy's getting cheese into a corner here. I'm not sure if he can get out. Okay, with that eyepiece, everything works out.
Good stack there. Dormy. Coldest with an interesting board. Don't know how.
Code is trying so hard to find a spike. The Q just isn't working out for him.
Yeah, Dormy's got a lot of clean to work with. Up stacking.
He wants the fractal.
Cold is fine. Just too fast for Dormy to capitalize.
Code is very good at resource management. He just always has something to work with.
It's definitely a very important, but a bit of a higher level decision to pay attention to in your gameplay.
It's hard to have like a versatile stack. Like with Coatless, a lot of the time he can either attack or defend, and that's why we're seeing him survive a lot of these spikes from Dormy. Dormy, on the other hand, just does whatever is best for the stack. And I think that's the main difference between the playstyles.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Nice back from Dormy.
Organ Pen is kicking in. I think if the gravity was lower, Dormy would have tried to continue that LST a little longer. But now we're going to be a little more conservative.
Ooh, team is dropping cold and slow down his pressure a bit, but Dormy not in a great position.
This round has gone on for too long. Both players are struggling a little. It's going to get messy. Code finds a 20 spike. That might kill.
It will, yeah. Dormy forced to use both of his eyes, and he doesn't have a third for the well.
3 eye pieces in Q. Stuff of legends.
The 5-0 lead so far. Hold. And with the early
Eye piece
spike.
came, Dormy kills.
Almost, but not quite. Well, this is
Boot survival was insane.
That was very good for him. Wait, Dormy still has his back to that. Gonna break it to be safe. That'd be the right play. Nice
This
follow.
is the most aggressive round I've seen from Dormy. And somehow Code's just living off it.
Dormy's holding at 250 APM. Very, very high amounts of output being shown.
Above 1 APP, and finally, that's what it takes to kill this guy? Really?
He's gonna learn to adapt. He's a very adaptive player. Types of games. Change up his strategy a bit.
The other way to think about it is Dormy. There's no way Dormy can pull that out consistently. That number is simply too high. Code could just not change anything and keep living it.
True. I don't think anybody really consistently plays at 250, but I mean, Dormy did it again.
He did it again. What is this? Is Dormy actually going to keep pulling out 250s?
I mean, if he wants to win, I'd recommend that.
It's working. I just don't believe it's consistent. Code misdropping a little.
Very
Dormy
aggressive
gets
Dormy.
6 back-to-back breaks. Nothing to cry over. The death might be something to cry over. There's no down stack with that O piece.
Caught at the top there, yeah.
With that kind of board, you just want to funnel stack and pray that you find something that down stacks it, but there's no room to funnel stack if you're at the top.
All clear from Dormy, still receiving garbage now. Nice spike back to Coldness.
What?
And another PC!
Where did that come from?
And
Oh!
another. Keep it up, Dormy. Oh,
Oh, misses
Okay.
PC. I think there was a solve.
I thought I saw something too. It's okay. That was still good. I love mid-game PCs.
They feel so much better than like opening PCs.
Oh,
That misdrop low kill. Oh, wait. Eyepieces in time. Eyepieces in time.
Wow.
He doesn't have punish.
Nice
Down
burst
stack is rough, but it's
Dormy.
there. He's going to Psycho.
out.
He finds the
Yeah,
next
he's
one.
out. And Coldness is at the top now. Not a lot of clean available, but wow, both players
What?
really just showing their survival skills.
Yo, how do we kill these guys? This is going too far.
I mean, that was impressive from both players there.
It really was. Okay, Colas finds a count to 4 TST spike. Putting
He's
some
up
pressure
back
on
to
the
Dormy though.
It's pure clean. Dormy is.
Oh.
What the fuck? Huh? 29?
Spike bursted out. Dormy did not expect that. Was not ready for that attack.
I didn't either. Like, it did not look spikeable, but it's somehow 29 from nowhere. Wait, Dormy. Oh, Dormy finds the PC against the misdrop. Another PC. It doesn't punish. Code is so fast.
Nice TST conversion from Dormy, but the double misdrop after. Good fix though.
Immediately. Fixed.
Yep. Oh, he's misdropping again.
I think they're so fixable though. He just doesn't kill. Prolongs into mid game.
Oh,
Oh, no!
the eye misdrop.
TSG tower.
These players are scaring me.
Life on the edge, as they like to say.
Oh my god,
That one's
Dormy.
rough well.
Interesting
Okay.
S-spin fix.
That has to kill, right? Wait, what?
Wow. Very nice with Dormy there. He's alive. Oh, well. Nope, never mind. He's...
Wait.
Oh,
Wait.
No, my god,
Oh,
Dormy. I'll give him
tried
credit.
so hard.
He lived for a lot longer than I would have there. Very
Dormy and
impressive.
Dormy
stuff.
are having a field day. I cannot criticize any of this. This is just good gameplay.
Yeah, like the score may be like lopsided, but these rounds all felt very close.
Dormy just has to turn out that 4 AM special gear that he can sometimes can have. But for now, though, Colas is just running away on the scoreboard.
Yeah, right now Coldest feels like he's in the driver's seat for this set. Definitely a big factor in the score deficit being shown.
It's definitely Dormy dictating the pace, but Code is responding so well and taking advantage of every weakness shown, like that eye misdrop. Dormy is going to clean it out, but Code is going to take this opportunity to send some cheese over. Perhaps tank this clean garbage? No, it's... Oh wow, 2 triples! What a pain to downstack. Dormy is stuck forcing his eye pieces.
Very nice from Dormy. Good piece awareness too with the downstack.
Code is on 6 back-to-back though, if he can keep this up.
Oh, I don't know, but Dormy with the hamburger stacking.
Code does not find the back-to-back. And now it's Dormy with the back-to-back advantage.
Dormy greeting, wasting 2 T's, gonna have to break back to back. But that was a beautiful chain.
We are neutral again. Code, you tried to TST there. that would not work out.
Coldest caught the top, but he's gonna be out. A lot of clean for him to work with. Dormy can't get the L piece over, forced to skim out.
Ew! The cheese! What is this, Switzerland?
Ooh. Dormy with a lot of nice finds here, but his board is just so cheesed up. Gives Coldest time to build this back-to-back, as we're seeing.
He's looking for that LST. Oh, the Z piece was wrong.
Keeping back-to-back though.
Oh,
good
count to 4. Perfect
Beautiful.
ways.
Okay. Cancel a bit, but forced
Not
to
bad.
This is a good round though. I'm liking what both players have been doing so far. Nice donor from Dormy to fix the misdrop too.
Ava, what the heck is a Swiss consonant? Okay. Anyways. Back to neutral boards. Dormy's 2 pieces off PC.
Yes, very, very back and forth round.
Dormy wants this spike. Oh dear.
Big spike, but
It's gonna
Coldest
hurt.
has perfect garbage and pieces to counter it. Now he has a return spike. Is Dormy ready?
16 isn't that much, but given the state of Dormy's board, it's going to kill.
Yeah. It's just a bit unfortunate for Dormy there. He really put everything he had into that spike, but Coldest had a beautiful return. Dormy was not ready for it.
Dormy's misdrops are really hurting him right now. Code is also misdropping, but they just aren't as critical as Dormy's misdrops are. He's also timing his aggression very well. And again, the resource management, it's amazing.
Yeah, these misdrops from Dormy feel a bit uncharacteristic. I don't really view him as one of those misdrop heavy players, but we are seeing a lot of that in this set.
Oh, the count to 4 from Code, it's perfect. The back-to-back, the
Big
spike.
for Dormy. Gonna be able to... Forcing out the DT, it's a beautiful return
Code
spike.
dead.
Yeah, Coldest is not ready for that. Props to Dormy for that find. Very greedy, but it paid off.
Code went for a really odd TST-shaped TSS. And I don't think he could recover that board.
Team's jumping Dormy.
Wait, that's a C-spin. Oh, it's a double S-spin, okay.
This is like King of
That's-
Stackers.
What is that fix? I honestly would have C-spin there, but double S-spin is stylish.
Nice back-to-back burst from Dormy. Really speeding up to try and pressure Coldest here, who is returning the pressure with this LST.
200 APM, not bad.
Yeah, Dormy just kept back-to-back there. It's too much.
Still a 6-point lead. Dormy has to essentially sweep a Tetra lead here to have a good fighting chance. Counter from Cola was beautiful. Return spike 22. Dormy greens!
Both players had so much clean garbage to work with.
Dormy is greeting so hard. This is some firestorm stacking. Finally
Wow.
breaks the back-to-back. It would have killed if he kept it! Oh, he played a little too safe. He should have greeted harder. And now we're back into a neutral state. Both players are going to find their way back down.
Both players staying above 200 so far. Very
There's the misdraw from Code.
interesting
Wait, does he? He lives! He lives!
Nice survival from Coldus. Gonna have to keep down stacking those. Dormy has the pressure.
For once, Coach survived 250 APM from Dormy. There's no way Dormy can keep it up in the mid game under so much pressure from Coatless.
Coldus has the back-to-back now, and he's gonna kill. Very efficient.
What a clean round. That is one for the ages. That was a gorgeous round. The misdrop PC versus decline PCL and
Dormy try to upstack the misdrops 2 pieces. That's just gonna kill, yeah.
oh, it's a roof. It's not raining here, Dormy.
Very punishing to build that roof there.
Oh, it's from both sides. Never mind. Coalesce cancels out. Dormy's board, not the best, but it looks like he can not keep it going. Not with that placement. He's going to break it. Going to try and get out.
These are rough pieces for the board he put himself in there. Cold is able to capitalize.
Starting LST can be pretty iffy. I think people have mapped out every continuation, but some placements that make sense in the short term just kill you and the LST in the long term.
Yeah. Going with the back-to-back, greeting to keep it. Very nice find.
Don't you worry, Colas is free to cancel.
Yeah, he has so much clean to work with.
Stormy also cancels though.
Common trend with sending a lot of back-to-back. The opponent gets a lot of clean to work with.
Nice 18 spike. Again, doesn't do much at this level, but it will start the pressure.
Oh, he misfolds the spike.
Because Code had to tank off those spikes, now his board is kind of weird. He is going to fix it up, but Dormy could have punished there and taken it around. Oh, what is Code trying to find?
Dormy high up, does he have a down stack? He does. But...
There's a spike! Code's going to find a 26!
Oh, and Dormy just one piece away from the eye in the bag. And that's match point for Coldless. 14 of 4.
Code is definitely having a field day today. Dormy is definitely playing pretty well, but Colas is on a different level right now.
Yeah, I don't know, like Coldless has been playing really well. It just feels like it should be a lot closer from like at least the rounds I've been seeing. They're both playing great.
Code, bit rough at the top, finds the only down stack that actually works there. Needs to cycle. Wow, what the down? How does that work out?
Good job for Coldless, but Dormy has the 6-3 back-to-back chain built up, going for the up stack.
There's too much greed. The cube is.
Yeah.
Oh, the cube doesn't work. Oh, the eye had to go on the right there.
That's gonna be it.
I saw the continuation for Dormy, but he doubted himself.
That was a crazy set.
Well played. Okay, the line's dead. It's barely 100.
Great job to both players. That was fun to watch.
140 line diff. You can't see it on stream, but this really was a close set. A close set. For the rounds, but Colas just managed to punish every weakness.
That was fun to watch. Sadly, I think that is the last match we'll be able to watch. I believe.
It is the end of our comm shift, I guess. But that was a great set to end on. We saw like a normal Dormy, and then we saw the pop off of his live Coatless. That was great.
Yeah.
If I see that Coatless in Tetra League, I'm just turning tail and running.
Alright, well, that was very fun to commentate. Thank you, Seven Bruness, for having us on. Shift is over. I'm gonna go now.
Alright, thanks for having us. Willie, take it away.
What's
well,
up? Shoot, dang it, we both started. Okay.
Okay, you start.
All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Tetrio Fight Night here on Hummingbird Nest Tetris. And for the first time ever, I think I have the prestige privilege to cast with the one and only Bad Goblin.
I can't
So
lie.
how are you doing?
I do feel like I'm about to get Lil Broed in the booth because you're like an actual commentator, and I'm the guy who almost
I'm
put
not
Moose in
the
the
accolade.
hospital. So I don't know how this is gonna stack up, but I am very, very hyped for this. Both the comms block and the event, because so far, this fight night has been going crazy. I've been watching the stream.
I feel bad. I only got to tune into the last one between Dormy and Coldless, but that one itself had some really crazy rounds in it, like some 1 APP 3-minute rounds that, like, again, you're not really gonna get to see those very consistently, even in tournament play. Those rounds are hard to come by. So we are in for quite a huge treat.
Absolutely, and honestly, the beauty of a fight night is it's like all of the amazing matches and none of the stakes on the players, which can truly make them play better. Like, if you're not facing the tournament pressure, you might start making some wacky builds. You might start seeing some down stacks you didn't. You might be misdropping less, and I don't know. I think it's going to lead to some pretty hype matches. I've seen the roster for what we're working with, and oh, baby. Oh, baby.
For those not in the Discord, I mean, I could give a brief spiel, but I think we'll save these for previous matches as they come in. But, I mean, we've got one of the classics, as I believe our closer for the night. Lots of, top 100, top 50 Tetrio ranked talent, just all around the board going to be a very, very exciting night.
Absolutely. And I believe we can actually get started here, because we have got our first match lined up. This is Third World Strider, which, by the way, amazing name. Just a truly banger tag through and through. Up against Kurozo, and we have seen Kurozo. We know the Kurozo agenda here. If you are a Hummingbird Nest fan, you know you know the playstyle, you know the vibes.
See, initially I did not know the vibes, and so I decided to take a look at the Tetrio profile, and it just
the vibes become extremely evident extremely quickly. And speaking of, we are already starting to see some very nice setups. Third World might have been looking for a dono there, off rip. Not going to find it quite yet, faced with a few misdrops that they're trying to work through. Kurozo, meanwhile, has a very clean stack. And what I've noticed is, so Kurozo plays at extreme speeds, but like one of the byproducts of doing that is you get these sort of semi-soft drop hard drops that they do, where they'll soft drop a piece most of the way and then hard drop it the rest of the way to lock in the placement. And initially I was like, that's strange, I guess it's just a dash thing. But if you think about it, that can theoretically make a lot of placements faster and more consistent. Like, look at that. The little 180 flip there, you can do that without using it, but honestly, that's kind of a cool speed tactic.
like, obviously it's going to require a little bit more on the input heavy side of things, but especially in the event of, well, I was going to say an unfortunate misdrop. I don't think that one was. But in the event that something catastrophic is about to happen, because you soft drop first, you have that like split second where you're allowed to react to it still. Because, you know, although you are going insanely fast compared to a lot of Tetrio players, you still actually have some capacity to react to it and try to make it less unfortunate in the long term.
Hey,
and of course,
of unfortunate in the long term. Unfortunate into that round there if your name is Third World Strider, but we're going to be tied up 1-1 here, and we have got many rounds left to go. This is, as a reminder, longer than your average grand finals in terms of your game count. First to 15 plus 2.
I don't know if you got to see it on Grotto's board. They almost misdropped an O-piece, but as it soft dropped onto the Q, I saw them mashing rotate to not lock in, and then they readjusted the piece.
That's kind of incredible. And speaking of incredible, I'm sorry, 233 APM?
That was 1 APP, by the way, too. 114 attack out of 111.
Oh yeah, we are not pure speed. We got the bark and the bite. Oh, nice. The bark and the bite.
Bark and the rest of the tree, I think.
Absolutely. Oh, both players here sitting on some crazy damage potential. Third World Strider going to be forced into a cancel though, and this is a rough position, but a very nice 7 combo to both get down and open up the well.
Grotto wants to back so hard. Yeah. Is the green going to pay off? I don't think it is.
You know it's bad when you commit to the setup, get all the way through it, and then you still have to break back to back. That's the oh no moment.
The comp, yeah, you try so hard to not make any compromises, and then it's just, well, never mind. We're abort. That we'll get him next time. Mission failed.
Absolutely, and we will have to see if Grotto will be getting it next time. But I love that TSS versus TSD. The back-to-back building fast right now. Times 9. You said 09 ain't working, because it's working for 10 back-to-back right now on Grotto's side. Accepts right there as well, using the garbage. Carves back with a quad immediately right now. And they're looking to close it out, but just as quickly, Third World Strider, crazy flip there. And they are going to take another one, pulling into the lead.
Yeah, initially broke back-to-back really high up on the stack, so I got concerned what the plan was, but just let that 18 spike rip out of nowhere. And well-timed spikes, even against the top players, that is going to take a round.
Oh no! Oh no! That was tragic.
Oh, the flat T. That T had no spice in it, unfortunately. It did not rotate a single time. Alright, Strider gonna offset a little bit of the garbage, just wait for it to come in, and prepare for the block later, and a beautiful down stack. Looks like it might have paid off, but not for that misdrop.
Hey, they say art is pain. I think we had the art first and the pain second that time.
Right, early eye will...
Damn. He said early eye and disappeared. I guess that's the opener of choice. But speaking of, LSD is going insane right now on Frozen's side. Forced to break back to back there, unfortunately, after taking the CSS, but it is back online already. Times 4 might have been looking for the SDSC there, but not going to find it. Very low to the ground, though, not particularly concerned. Third World, meanwhile, working with a bit of an awkward stack, but they find their way out of it, and with a little bit of finagling on T and D. Do manage, I was going to say do manage to get them back-to-back going, but of course, our first commentator curse of the night is fault of my own, and we have immediately rocked up to a Grotto opens it up fast, though. Working with this 9-0 stack right now. Can they pull something out of it? They might be able to pull out the round if Third World Strider isn't careful. Oh no, and that eyepiece on the side. Grotto didn't have the biggest punish ready, but it was more than enough to pull away into our first 2-point lead of the set, 5-3. Alright, did somebody say coming out from Third World Strider? Grotto, on the other hand, this is crazy 18 on the response. Not going to take that in stride, though. I mean, one could definitely argue that they're going to stride. And oh my god, an 18 on Third World Striders now. They are firing right back into the match here. Grotto, again, very comfortable in this sort of 9-0-like shape. And if you are that fast, it's understandable why, because we can see nothing is really seeming to phase them in the garbage right now. Well, that misdrop, though, right as I say that, ooh, super smart decision there. Opted, instead of taking the easy dono that would break back-to-back, to instead sacrifice the TP to keep the stack clean, and that 9 back-to-back is showing why it paid off in spades.
And after 9 games, Carozzo has quite a decent lead already, 6-3. Where obviously it's not too large in the grand scheme of a first to 15. But if this pace continues to hold, and perhaps these misdrops lack thereof, might be seeing a little bit of a runaway game for Carozzo as they take yet another for their 7th win.
Third World Strider gonna have to change something up right now. Kind of getting outpaced, not going to find the CC there. Both players starting off, honestly, this is probably the calmest start we've had. I'm not saying something because someone died instantly after I said that.
It's okay. It's the casting classic. Just you can't say anything, but yet you have to say something.
I might have to put Deeporium Thoughts' theory to the test. If I just say they're playing Tetrio, do they DC? But I'll hold that one.
No, that's gonna be DC. No, careful. Then I DC. That's what happens.
Yeah, shortly before they were disconnected, I actually said this commentary player, so apologies, that was indeed my fault. But, you know. Look, if it's you or the players.
Well, we've got 8 back-to-back still going strong from Carozzo. Trying to transfer over to that well in column 2, which they're able to do so. Finally gonna say back-to-back is not worth it. I need to work through this little bit of cheese, because that is going to be in the danger of a very large spike, but both players low on the board now. Gonna be trying to upstack a little bit. Let's see what both players make out of the situation.
Third World Strider is making some misdrops, it seems, and now is caught in a very awkward position. Finds a down stack, but it is not enough to cancel it all. And now, again, Carozzo kind of pulling away, 4-8 right now. By no means out of it, but they have got to get more of a foothold in this match. Otherwise, they are going to end up in Third World Strider and the 2nd place finisher.
Carozzo had a little bit of timing on that SCPC spin, just trying to work their way into mid-game. Ultimately not building up a crazy spike terribly early on, but has a really comfortable mid-game board. 4 back-to-back, and Strider doesn't have any strong skins to go with, so Carozzo takes yet another.
The interesting thing about this match is that as fast and as explosive as Carozzo is, it doesn't really feel like Third World Strider is getting outpaced. It more seems like they're falling victim to either their own misdrops or just getting caught unaware by these surprise spikes that Carozzo is carrying on. And honestly, timing your attacks for when your opponent is just even like minorly inconvenienced is such a underrated skill. Spiking in and of itself is one thing, but you can send me all the 28 spikes you want if I have a whole 6-3 setup with 2 T-spins on top of a quad well. If I have, for instance, placed an O-piece where the I-piece should have gone on the other hole, well, suddenly a 7 becomes a lot more of a problem.
What was that opener that Strider did? They had like the weird J placed flat upside down, and it was a single double into another double. Someone's gonna have to tell me what that's called eventually, because it earns another win for Third World Strider.
You're asking the wrong guy. I consider 6th and Misty to see the same opener. Oh wow, what a transition to LST there from Third World Strider. What a crazy knowledge of forms. I didn't even see that.
Oh wait, are they gonna get it? Okay, no. They're definitely gonna break back to back, but given that spike from Carozzo, it might have been a necessary shift. Oh, there's
so fast.
Oh.
Just barely. Alright.
Lead is within 2, 7-9. We do have the TNI, which I believe means one thing and one thing only for this matchup.
I love the 2 flavors of TKI into LST. We had TKI into LST burst, and we had TKI into LST flaws. That's what you love to see.
It's like the illusion of choice thing, where it's just like, oh, I get to start with the early I in my bag. It's TKI one way or the other. It doesn't matter how you slice it. Which one will you choose?
real left Twix, right Twix at matchup that's going on here. What a TST decision there from Third World Strider.
Oh, they
Not
almost got
even
another
part of a
one
spike.
through.
Just honestly insane to consider doing that. 3 misdrops? Yeah, it's time for the TST. That was the fix they went for, and it worked, so I can't even discredit them.
And I think Crotso was going for second PC. The first PC wasn't there, but they are going to get DTC and continue through with a clean stack. The I spin to keep back-to-back without compromising the stack. I love the...
At which they made that I spin terrified me. If I do that, I have to cycle through every rotation to find the ledge. I cannot just press it and pray.
This is the player that soft drops almost all of their pieces and also has its sprint time with 1 frame down.
Yeah,
This player's terrifying.
I gotta know who I'm dealing with. This is a different beast. And we are seeing that right now as they get into double digits, 10 to 8.
Ooh, and
That's it.
every player's kryptonite, SMZ start. Oh no, Third World has the O misdrop.
You're looking hella correct right now. You said every Spirit player's nightmare. They're holding like a solid 28 PM on both sides.
Alright, and the lead now within 1 as Strider matches Kurotsu's last game. It's 9 to 10, looking a lot closer than the early part of the set as Strider has started to build up a little more momentum with these flunking TKI decisions.
Was that? I don't even remember what it was. I vaguely remember it. Anyway, you die.
In essence,
4.25 PPS. 225 APM. Goodbye.
Alright, early LNJ to start beyond the TPs, but I don't think we're going to be seeing any DT cannons here.
Oh, this is
We're
such a
seeing
good
a
stack
lot of
for Kurotsu.
back-to-back. Oh, the flat T again. No. Oh, and unfortunately, just as quick as we're able to call out the set getting closer, Kurotsu with another quick 2 wins under their belt brings it back to 3. Are we seeing mech TSD from Kurotsu? I think transitioned over to a 3-6, but we're starting to mech TSD for a little bit. And I mean, I guess
the rise in prevalence, just like a little sprinkling of the mech force. And honestly, it can go a long way. But speaking of, Kurotsu is a long way down to go after that spike. Just to open up the well, but still caught in a really rough position after that T-miss drop. And this is just Third World Strider's opportunity to get back-to-back, get going, and yeah, they are going nose slash impression department.
4 back-to-back, matching that 4 pieces per second, and yet again, T is the first piece to spawn. We see Third Strider with the PC option, Kurotsu with SCPP spin, but does have a misdrop. And that's it's not the easiest thing to stack down through. They are able to get to the clean, but misdrops the eye. Has to wait for the second one, but is so fast in blitzing that they're able to get to it in time. And they're still stacking on top of their garbage, finally has to answer for their crimes. As we are still 1 game apart, Strider desperately trying to keep this set close. It's 11 to 12.
The fact that they both survived so long and then still died is a testament to how this match is going. Like, against any other player, you get down there, and as any other player, you don't survive there. That's ridiculous. Oh, Third World Strider, no. Not like this. Wait, a crazy fix. They're out already. That board looked disastrous, and now they're on a disaster on scene. Oh, what?
Never mind. No, there's still a lot of...
Oh my God.
Imagine having your opponent with like 15 lines in queue on line 18, and you misdrop on line 5, and now you are at a disadvantage. This is the board state we're dealing with. Oh my, look at the 5 PPS LST from Kurotsu right now. Back-to-back out the... Holy. Okay, and the lead...
Leave either of these players alone and just like replay for long enough, they will invent a new kind of piece. Like, just leave them in a box and say, okay, no more ISOs, no more Neos. Oh, would you look at that? No more Third World.
Yep,
That's probably
and
not a
no
system, I
more.
should say.
There is no more set going on because it has finished between Kurotso and Third World Strider. 15-11, so very solid performance from both, and especially with how at one point it was what 11-12, and then just another 3-game streak for Kurotso. So
Yeah.
to be completely honest, I think at peak both of these players are extremely close, but Kurotso just had a couple of sequences where they found that rhythm. And as the dust settles, that is our first set of the night, at least for our second half. And I mean, if that's our first of 4, I'm very excited to see what else we have in store, and I hope everyone watching is too.
Absolutely. I'm incredibly unsurprised that a player at Kurotso Speed does so well with momentum. We saw that they were keeping up, trading points early on, but as the set progressed, Kurotso had more and more of these opportunities where they just pulled away in the scoreline, and Third World, while they were able to keep pace, was unfortunately not able to catch up. That's going
Also, I do want to give a quick shout out, since I have noticed both of these players are over level 25 or 2500 in Tetrio, not ranked, but just like the in-game level is above 2500.
Oh, they're playing.
And they are still, yes, and they're almost identical. It's literally a separation of like 80 levels between them. They're just like actually, I feel like they've matched hour for hour, almost minute for minute.
Bar for bar, blow for blow, the set will go to Kurotso.
So I think
wait.
we've got. Yes,
It's this match.
it is this match. Are you excited for this match?
Do you, no, I'm actually really disappointed by you ask. Didn't you tell?
I know. Sometimes the.
I hate
Yeah.
these players.
Oh, really? Interesting. I actually just talked with one of these players recently. Not over
Did you
VC,
tell them I
but,
hate them?
well, no, I didn't know at the time, so I'll have to give them that update sooner or later.
Okay, don't worry, I'll interrupt repeatedly in in-game chat to let them know.
I see.
But either way, without further ado, this is OSW versus Quantum Hornet, 2 of my favorite players. OSW, of course, my Godin Rising. He will have his day. He will beat everyone in every game. Just let him cook. He's only like 4. Give him a chance.
Actually, what do they have? They have the same TR. They're 3 places apart in worldwide rankings. I mean, if we thought the last set between Kurotso and Strider was close, this might prove to be even more intense, which is wild to consider given the play that we were already watching. But I don't know, dude. Like, even after this, are we supposed to go even higher than this? Like, I mean, I guess looking at our matchups, we might. But it feels like we're running out of people to keep surpassing the bar with. We're just going to run out of room and get to like a Diao CZ moment.
It's okay. We will eventually reach the point where we just need to bring in like the classic. We just play a YouTube video verbatim of like 5 years ago, 15 PPS Zetrus versus Cold Clear on Tetrio.
Yeah, the ones where it like immediately gets picked from the site because it's like, oh, I forgot this was the bot account, not someone trying to play, and it is a bot.
Oh, story time. A while ago in Tetrio, when things were shakier.
Back before I was a caster, yeah.
Back before I was a caster too, I was in a room, just playing against a friend, and they had to go, so I was just like mashing keys while I wait, and I wanted to see how fast I could like rotate a piece to hear the sound overlap a bunch because it was funny. And I mashed the button so hard that I kid you not, I got kicked out of the room because of bot detection.
That's a
And I'm
beautiful
not sure
story.
whether to be really proud of that or really upset. It's never happened again. I don't know why that triggered the bot detection. I've mashed rotation keys at other times. I don't know. It just...
You literally invented hyper tapping and rolling before it was a thing.
I guess.
Everyone mastered rolling, and yet Bad Goblin just said, no, you just need a hyper tap better.
Exactly. Just
that,
press
what,
the
you
button more.
can't move your hand up and down at 30 hertz? Really? Like, come on. This is every...
You mean clicking?
Exactly, yeah. Alright, it looks like we've got the mutual high from both Quantum Horn and OSW. They're both now into our lobby here. And I believe because they are first to 16s, I don't know if we're going to be doing warm-ups. But it looks like the W and OSW is going to stand for water break real quick. I got to make sure our players are well hydrated. For those of you in chat as well, hope you're staying hydrated. Especially for those of you that are ensuing some heat waves, because I know that those are popping up.
We're not doing video comms right now, but chat, just trust me, if you could see my video comms, you would see the giant, like, sports canister I have next to me, filled entirely with soap, like liquid soap. And every so often, if I'm getting dehydrated, I take that and I just pour it in my eyes. It reminds me I have bigger things to worry about, you know? Sort of symbolic.
See, so there was one way I was expecting the story to go at the start. And then there was another way after you added one detail. And then you did it again. And then again at the end of the story.
Gotta keep them guessing.
It literally was the story that kept people guessing every 5 seconds.
Look, I'm not saying that if you thought that I was going to say that I drink soap, it's because you thought of liquid soap and then wanted to drink liquid soap. But... oh, we have both players here. Time to get into our match. Alright, OSW versus Quantum Hornet here. Let's get into it.
Alright, let's see. Who's gonna...
Yo, Dave might have died. Hold. Hold.
Am I alive?
He lives!
Unfortunately, Quantum is not. But
yeah, 300 APM will do that.
Especially around that 5 PPS. I got to see about 10 seconds of that happen in 30 frames. But my POV kind of just was not having a good day.
I mean, you're not the only one. Look at OSW. Yeah.
Now look at Quantum, because it happens that fast with the blink of an eye. Right? Why are both of them commenting on 5? We did not see a 5
PPS was the first round, the 300 APM round.
Oh, they're still talking about the first one. Oh, okay. I thought, given the high speed, we had already seen some other 5.
No, they've got they need a blast from the past to supplement their blast.
Oh, but we almost got 5 misdrops on OSW side. Count them 4, I'm pretty sure. And unfortunately, that will be a game lost. But now Quantum is on the board, keeping the set close for 1-2. Some lovely. Okay, gonna work over to that side well, but OSW does not have the nicest board to work with, but still gonna find an out.
He really was stacking there like he knew where the garbage was coming. Like, his tip was really not good, and then it worked perfectly because of the garbage lace, and that's wild. Looked into the code for it.
Especially when you have, like, columns 8 and 9 that low, it's just like, I feel like something is going to go wrong. I don't care if you have the perfect sequence of pieces, it's just like a foreboding feeling.
Oh, well, that might be the foreboding feeling if you are Quantum Hornet, but oh no, maybe it was OSW's after all.
No, it was, oh no, OSW's got some survivability, got some life left in them. And another downstack into quad multiplier. And we are back in the mid-game.
It's crazy that after what just happened, the result was, yeah, they're both on the bottom of their board.
Oh, and OSW might have to compromise a little bit, but I think they're going to try and keep back-to-back. The eye is not in a great position. I'm assuming that was the initial misdrop, and that unfortunately spurred a chain reaction, causing a top out. And Quantum
That is
going.
a certified OSW classic. We never misdrop just once in this session. If you're misdropping, you better make that count. Misdrop is best stuff.
I feel like if you misdrop once going as fast as OSW, that's almost an accomplishment in its own right. The fact that you could react to that.
Oh no. Oh
yeah,
no. He got center 4-wide misdropped. That's that I put my piece in the middle part of my 4-wide while building it up type thing. Oh wait, what a floating. That would result in such a clean counting of 4 though. Unfazed by any misdrop phenomenon. 10 back-to-back. It is answer like no other. Just kidding, I talked about misdrop phenomenon, which means you know what it's time for. OSW to die. Moving in to 4-3, OSW might have been looking for a second TP there.
Did they have it? I thought they had it and they just passed it up intentionally.
I think there might have been TPs left after the season build, but I'm not sure. But either way.
Classic, suffering for success. I have key spun too much and I no longer have keys.
Yeah. Oh, wait. The garbage is so heat frozen. 16
Oh
back
my.
to back.
244 APM, almost at 1 APP with the back-to-back bonus.
Genius decision to take a TSS to move the well.
OSW complaining about a fly in their room, and given their opponent is Quantum Hornet, I
I was
know
about to
if
say,
that's
is this a subtle Quantum Hornet roast? Hold on.
I don't think that's the best, like, gripe to pull up, especially when you're pulling out a consistent 200 APM. OSW, you are not about to lose it. You are, in fact, winning the set, and I believe you should continue to strive for this.
I do like to strive. Speaking of striving, Quantum Hornet, I think needs to strive for a bit of APM right now. That Fractal going to be doing them a favor. Oh, Trinity now! Hold on, we are in business. OSW is looking at a board full of misdrops and a board full of desperation right now, but they do manage to get down. Burns a T on the overhang, but they are going to survive to live another day, and that is the important part, because Quantum Hornet is getting their stack going, and that is not a place you want to be on the receiving end.
Yeah, OSW is a little bit of down. Yeah, not gonna opt for the multiplier. Is that intentional, or?
I don't think so, but he made it work.
Fair enough. Good stuff on OSW's board. Doesn't matter where that S goes, as long as it's not catastrophic. OSW's still building back-to-back.
Yeah, I feel like it should have broken by now, but... Oh, wow, the grade!
Still going! Okay, finally OSW has some, has their fight-or-flight response calibrated correctly. And, unfortunately, the guard...
You wind up mentally, and it just says fight or fight or fight or fight or fight or fight or fight, and like a few dozens of rows down, you finally get the first flight. Yeah, we saw it right there. Another TSD at the top from OSW.
Well, Quantum Hornet trying to consider what are their best ways through. They don't have like the cleanest garbage, but it's still manageable. However, OSW has a lot of clean, but it's man-made. 22 spike, and that back-to-back is going to start adding up quickly.
I love when top players just occasionally get in the STMBK zone. Like, there's just a certain kind of stack where you just STMB like 4 or 5 times in a row, and it's like, oh, well, they've gotten one STMBK, so you know there's going to be about 8 more headed your way. And oh, baby, CDM headed your way. OSW headed on the way to a 4-7 scoreline right now. But Quantum Hornet not going to be taken out that easily. Oh, actually, Quantum Hornet building up a very clean board through all of the attacks that OSW is sending, and actually OSW had to switch to defense right there. not building the back-to-back like I'm sure he's used to. Quantum Hornet is putting on a little bit too much pressure.
Oh, yep, and there's the 1-2 classic from OSW on the misdrop. No, we added it more. That could be a 3 strikes, you're out, and I think it's going to be the case. No, oh, the double T, no! Oh, almost had an out, but unfortunately the piece RNG does not work out in OSW's favor. And Quantum going to run with that momentum and say, you're not getting out of this one.
There's something off between these two power stacks, but I just can't place it.
Yeah, I wonder what it might be.
Alright, the OSW recovering from the imperfect clear opener they set up there. Quantum Hornet, great counting to 4, gets the 29 on the way down.
Alright, and we are at an even Steven set. I mean, we mentioned earlier, both these players have the identical TRs without considering the decimals, because, I mean, I guess at that point it really does become that important. OSW's greed is a little bit important right now. It's going to impact the survivability, but it appears that it's not really that big of an issue on their mind. They're immediately back down to ground zero.
Yeah, they were fortunately able to send over a single line of garbage, and that is any DPC loop's nightmare, so Quantum Hornet's insane pressure was snuffed out in an instant. Ooh, might have looking for another PC there, not going to find it. W dealing with a bit of a rough stack right now, looking for the TSS, converted to a TSD due to lack of good pieces for it.
Oh no!
And again, this greed.
The overhang on Quantum, they misdropped it, put it one column too far to the right, and unfortunately the skim options were dwindling dry as OSW sends over that spike. And OSW regains the lead, 7-6. And is that huh?
I also got fooled. I also thought it was an STSD build.
Alright, and trying to be as unpredictable as Bad Goblin's anecdotes. OSW, oh no, but Quantum Hornet snips right through it, and we have the Osu matchup 7-7, and we're all tied up into our halfway. Hey, I wasn't the first who said it, alright?
Look, I will say, in the last match, we had a 6-9 scoreline, and I didn't say anything about it, because you had said prior that you would hate a co-commentator if they did it. But I'm warning you now. If the game gets a little funny, I might have to point it out.
No, you were allowed to point that one out. The fact that I referenced the old Osu bit that I heard on comms once, and immediately my internet just decides, no, you don't get to watch this next round. You are being punished.
I mean, to be honest, no, not deserved. Your internet already sucks. We reserve the deserve for whatever OSW setup is right now, because by God, if Quantum Hornet doesn't deserve a down stack right now, but they may not survive to get it. Yep.
Not with 12 back-to-back on the other side, and we're still tied. Early T, once again, we've been seeing quite a bit of early T builds, but for good old MS2 and other TD openers, not going to be that big of an issue.
I'm sorry, did Quantum Hornet, like 4 wide off of that? Was that just me? Did that not seem like...
Yeah, it kind of looked like the Wumbo version of Gamoshiro, where you just do the first T-spin double and you build like 4 wide on top of it. So you have like the T-spin triple to help counter some garbage, but also you have the spike.
Honestly, quite incredible. And speaking of, it is incredible that we are still tied up, 9-9. No one is able to pull
literally
away.
30 games with no winner, except that will be the first deuce. Oh man, look at this clean garbage for OSW right off the tail end of 2 consecutive eyepieces. 1 APP at almost 300 APM.
Almost 5 PPS as well. And what's insane is Quantum Board was so clean there as well. OSW is just a little bit quicker to capitalize. And that makes all the difference in a match like this. As you saw, one instance of hesitation is enough to cost you your life. 10-10.
God, the fact, like, it's been what, 4-5 rounds without the lead exceeding 1? It literally has just been back and forth. Oh, I'm not a
The
fan of that.
waist T, LST.
Oh, they managed to find it out, but OSW has back-to-back full go. No. I rescind my statement. Well, OSW is alive, but
Oh, now OSW's
How?
gonna lose the rest.
how did OSW survive that? That looks incredibly dire.
If OSW wins this round.
So we've reached mid-game, so the insanity that happened earlier no longer plays a role in what happens next.
Huh?
All right. Oh, and the only one misdrop. OSW recovers quickly, maintains speed advantage, and wins the round after everything that has happened.
Rebalanced his karma by only misdropping once.
We've got a lot of.
There's the karmic retribution. There it is.
It was just a delayed misdrop.
The game I think you forgot these last rounds.
Yeah, and another one. Can we get 3 Despotitos happening? Well, we can get quite a bit of a spike, and that. Yep. Oh, there it is. Yep, and that's gonna be a top down.
Spin is not gonna be enough.
Still tied, by the way. 11 squared.
It's looking good for the 30-30 scoreline.
Oh no, I wasn't referring to that 30, but yeah, that one might also happen.
OSW just had a crazy TSS donation on top of the power stack, and it was incredibly sick, but also truly sent no lines.
Oh, the mini T-Spin trying desperately to get a little extra bit of garbage with the back-to-back. OSW, relying on hopes and dreams with the sound stack, finds a way. And actually has a clean continuation out of the... If it weren't for that O-piece... Oh, man, Quantum just lets it all loose. There's the 8 back-to-back, and finally OSW has to concede as Quantum now manages to get an advantage.
OSW may have dreamed big dreams, but unfortunately...
Alright, in the PC battle, Quantum going with DPC, but OSW has worked their way to a beautiful sidewell. And that back off the rip is going to be building up quite substantially. The Quantum also now has a sidewell. And OSW working through a tiny bit of cheese before they can get back to some clean.
Oh, I know Quantum wanted that donation immediately. Unfortunately, it cost him the back-to-back chain. You can tell the slight it's the do I do this hesitation. That is a classic right there.
And as you
that's
mentioned
the second
earlier,
time we did that on both sides now. Quantum Hornet also did the no, I'm canceling this STSB. And it worked so well. They just turned it into one T-spin instead, and it works perfectly.
You know what's crazy, Goblin?
What?
If this were a first to 7, the set would have ended right now.
Yep. And you know what's crazy? You know what else is crazy?
Lay it on me. What is it?
It may never end. This might be Daybreak week.
We are on game 487. OSW
we can't do it. They're still fighting.
OSW refuses to kill the fly in the room. There are now 18 flies. They've made a family.
Yeah, I like to believe that if OSW can't get rid of the fly in his room, he can't be one. It's just like it's locked.
It's a side quest that is mandatory for the main story.
Exactly. You must beat the mid boss if you want to challenge the final. Oh, 10 back-to-back though. OSW looking like a bit of the final boss himself at the moment. The 6
Still going
strong.
Holy! I just love how so many times in these sets I'm left utterly speechless.
What do you say to a 27 spike that just other than goodbye?
And speaking of,
there it
28, like, well, I guess 29 technically because of the extra double skim. But yeah, and we're all tied up again. 2 games to 2 games. And OSW trying to build up back-to-back in the midst of a down stack. Has to compromise a little bit. SNZ might cause some problems. And unfortunately, the SNZ come early yet again in the next bag. And Quantum Hornet is on match point. OSW needs to win a game in order to...
It's a huge nerves dip right now. We will have to see if OSW can lock in or not. He has been ahead almost the entire set, but now it is Quantum who's only a game away.
Oh, that tumble quad was so scary for OSW's side. Just instantly 14 lines show up on your doorstep. What do you do?
Downstack it all, apparently. Oh, with that misdrop. Ooh, manages to find a nice skim out, and now Quantum and OSW both sitting pretty with a hot 0 in the back-to-back department. OSW quickly changed that, but forced to skim out after some awkward garbage showed up. Oh no! Oh, what a tragic misdrop. Had the out there, nothing in the queue, but unfortunately, OSW is going to quite literally take the L when it all comes down to it. And that is going to be the end of the second set. OSW versus Quantum Hornet takes it.
Oh my
Very
goodness.
well played to both
The
players.
offense from OSW sending over 2,000 lines, but Quantum Hornet, even at the line disadvantage, both in sending and receiving, still coming out on top with some superior play. Very close set as we saw, but still a win by 2, so no deuces just yet. I don't know if that happened earlier today, but I didn't get to check. We are still deuceless.
Absolutely. What a wild set. That was just for everything that OSW threw at Quantum. Quantum in the end blocked, parried, downstacked, survived, adapted, and thrived to fire back just as hard and capitalize on OSW's misdrops. Like,
And especially
even
go
if
for it.
OSW was sending more lines, that's not always what it's about. You can throw rocks into a pond as often as you'd like. The water's not going to make a wave. Like, you got to have something with impact. And OSW just could not find that impact in the match. They couldn't find the killing blow. And at the end, never did kill that fly in his room.
Well, at least now they've got a little bit of time to kill, so hopefully that fly will meet its match.
In the meantime, I want to just take a moment to talk about the evolution of OSW's playstyle of Tetrio, because I think it's very funny. Because initially, OSW misdropped quite a lot and didn't like it. And he made it his goal to stop misdropping entirely. And over time, that went from stop misdropping to minimize misdrops to get better at adapting and finding downstacking to eventually, this is a quote from OSW when I asked him, not in this set, but in a prior one, what he thought about the fact that he was misdropping so much and just playing around it. And he described the playstyle as, quote, whatever man, ... leaves voice call.
So what I've interpreted is that OSW has already went through the 5 stages of grief, specifically through their misdrop play, not even just like Tetra League or anything else. It's specifically their relation with misdrop.
I believe so.
Man, that is quite a character arc to go through. I feel like I
so
feel like,
incredible where he was just like, you know, maybe I won't stop misdropping. Maybe I'll just be better.
Play better, 5-head, roll credits. Yeah.
All right, well, we got some time here. We're gonna run some advertisements for Hummingbird Nest. This is the third out of 7 days of Daybreak week. We've got the Tetra Fright Night is today, and then later in the week we've got on Tuesday we've got a Jackbox session with some community members. It'll be streamed here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, same time as this stream started. And for Wednesday, we'll be moving on to the other half of the time zones at Radiant Start Time, which is 12 p.m. TC. And then Wednesday, we'll be chained together with some Hummingbird Nest people. Thursday, at that same morning time, there will be a Hummingbird Nest staff Q&A. You go in the Hummingbird Nest Discord server in the channels for Daybreak. There's a section where you can post questions to be answered during the Hummingbird Nest staff Q&A, and they'll be playing Pico Park, which is a cooperative puzzle game in the background of that. And then Friday, for our last day, is a Tetrio Major Tournament Radiant 100. You can top 3 and get badges if you are U rank or have ever been U rank. You can play in that. And it's one of the last Tetrio Majors of Season 1, so that'll be interesting. If you want to be a part of it, you can sign up for that now in the Hummingbird Nest Discord. Alright, moving on, we have Hummingbird Nest keychains. They're $10 US for a keychain. You can purchase that in the Hummingbird Nest Discord server in the Daybreak information channels. There is a link to go purchase those. It's $10, and then $5 additional for US shipping and $10 additional for international shipping. As I mentioned earlier, we have Radiant 100 happening this Friday on July 19th. That is 12 p.m. UTC, which is 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. Everybody else, you can do the math, I don't really care. But registrations for that are open now in the Hummingbird Nest Discord, so if you are U-Rank or have ever been U-Rank, you can register for that and have your chance to win prizes, which is, there's a prize pool, and there are badges for the top 3. And then last but not least, this stream has a raffle. If you type the word Capybara in chat, you can be entered to win a 1 month of Tetris supporter. That'll be rolled at some point off stream. Won't happen on stream, but it'll be rolled, I believe, sometime today, and then you will get that gift from Flower Petal whenever it happens. Alright, that's all I have for us for now. I'm going to hop back to Bad Goblin and Davo for some more commentary.
Thank you again, Willie J, for the ad reads. I've been notorious for being way too long with those, so it's nice to hear the condensed version instead of me just going on and causing a 30-minute break of the action. Although I think we are still waiting on one of our players, so I think we do get a little bit of our signature, filler content here.
Oh boy, is it story time?
I got story. What story time are we looking to hear? I don't know.
I've got an interesting story time about this commentary block, actually.
Sure.
So, originally, I was going to be on the earlier block for this. I was planning to respond with that, but I had a medical procedure a while ago, over the weekend, and, well, quite frankly, my arm hurts. Arm hurty, got poked by needle, arm hurt, bad. And so, originally, that wasn't going to matter for what do I need my arm for? But what I realized was, because my parents were in meetings, I was going to have to be in my room propping myself up with my arm. So quite literally, knowing that in advance, I asked for the later block because I literally needed to lie on my bed with my arm hanging off my bed to just let it cook for a while. And luckily that means I'm here with you.
Yeah. Which again, for those who tuned in only recently, yeah, we have not had a comm block together ever. This is the first one.
And the last, I hate this guy.
But I was like looking back, like trying to like think through. I'm like, okay, so I've been with like so many other co-casters before. Somehow, I still haven't been with Bad Goblin yet. And I saw the lineup that we were slotted together. Because again, I wasn't able to make 5 like immediately. Like I got home a little late.
Yeah.
I should be ready to go tomorrow by 5 p.m. But yeah, today especially it was like a little bit behind. And so I was like,
for Jackbox?
yes, I will be here tomorrow for Jackbox.
Oh heck yeah, I'm also gonna be there for Jackbox.
Yeah, I can't wait for all of the typical Jackbox shenanigans, especially those that happen when everyone isn't incredibly tired. Those are
The
usually a little
last
bit.
Jackbox I heard about, I got ran over by Wumbo, I think, in one of the drawings. I wasn't there. I only found out about this by proxy.
Oh, yeah, that was from the OG Edges subathon. I was there for that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember where I was in that specific Gartic phone. I don't remember. Actually, was I even? No, I was definitely I'm trying to remember where I was in the process that led up to that. I feel like I was one of like the first 2 written assignment portions that then just dissolved into Sans that then led into Bad Goblin. It's kind of faded in my memory now, but there definitely is a EdgeTE YouTube video that has it somewhere.
Oh, speaking of, okay, this is a really weird segue.
Go for it.
You know Let's Go Gambling? You know that video?
Unfortunately, no. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's basically a flip note, and the channel that makes the flip notes, which has been exploding recently, it's at like 600k subscribers now, is Aurora XD's flip note channel. I didn't initially put it together because it's just Raxed flip note, not Aurora, but it's the same person. It's Stacker Community, Banger Music Maker, Aurora XD. And that was wild to me. Like, that's just small world, big world, I guess, because they like got huge, but that's insane. We got Willie on production. He was at SGDQ last week and you hung out. Heck yeah. I just thought it was wild to like circle all the way back from I'm in a completely unrelated Discord server and someone just posted this funny video to, yep, it's Aurora. I know this person.
Yep. So, I mean, sometimes that's how it be. You're like, oh shoot, okay, hello. Good to have made acquaintance.
All right. Well, I believe we have yapped long enough.
Oh, we have.
And it is now time for our next match.
I think this is yeah, we got Dingo versus Haya, right? Or is it Haya? I definitely asked this question before the last time I saw them play.
I would assume Haya, because I'm a 4 is A numbers to letters kind of person, but I don't actually know.
Any reason why 4 equals A in your mind, or just...
It just it looked kind of like an A.
Actually, wait, yeah. Why did I ask that question? Hold on, that's easier to decipher than the the unranked Petrio gameplay, and for some reason that still did not cross my mind.
I mean, to be honest, if you have a preference that isn't that, it's probably justifiable too. Like there's lots of ways to correlate. And in the meantime, whoever H4Y4 could be, this mysterious individual, confirmed not be out, but beyond that we have no clue. That's taking the first round.
Dingo went for Mr. T-Spin, but the T-Piece got misdropped, and that is unfortunately an instant cop-out.
I STDs, kids. Be careful.
I do respect going for the niche opener. I remember seeing someone comment that they feared Mr. T-Spins and BT mains by, quote, they don't care if the opener's bad, they're going to stomp you regardless. And as a BT
definitely true. But like, I feel like for me personally, I like am not scared. I then just lose, which is really the worst mindset to have. I need more of the fear of God in me, you know.
Well, I mean, if you're comparing BT and Mr. T-Spin users that heavily, then clearly we're gonna have a meta shift. But I do appreciate.
Season 2, you never know.
Honestly, if one change gets made in Season 2 where BT becomes viable, what was that?
What was that skim? Dingo, what was that?
All right, and now we are Super T-Spin doubling.
How do you mentally conceive of that? That's surely not something that like Dingo knew in advance. How did someone come up with that? What is the vision? Because like that's obviously the cleanest way to resolve that. You know, it's like it's not close. But like what?
That's just I think one of the things where you don't see it, but you like subconsciously make it, and you're like, whoa, that is a solve, isn't it? Huh?
Man, I need your subconscious. My subconscious is more.
My subconscious is 90% BT canon. I don't know how much it's gonna help.
My subconscious is 90% voices, but he's correct.
Which voices, if I may ask? You got like the iconic voices, or like the I don't know. What are the iconic voices? I feel like the only one that
iconic voices. Okay, let's top 5 voices in my head. Watch Mojo. I mean, of course, there's the classic. You could kill this guy at all times. He's a staple. He hangs out. He's got an employee of the month a few times. We've got nearest exit. That's a pretty useful one, to be honest. Nearest exit guy.
I mean, if there's ever a fire drill, I mean, that guy's there, you know?
Exactly. Nearest exit guy he may not ever be useful, but hey, I'm glad to have him. I can't say I am a fan of long-term health risks guy. As valid as he may be, as true as his takes are, I really would rather just fuck around and find out. But I am unfortunately too diseased. I think number 4's gotta be Sans from Undertale.
I'm pretty sure the long-term health effects voice, when you get your like payable DC in 4 years, or DLC, I've heard the update works pretty good, but beyond that, you just kind of wait for it.
Well, hopefully my console can actually run it. I mean, there's way too much nonsense installed right now. I mean, the entire knowing every Megalovania version library is just like that's like, what do I need that for? This can be this can be offloaded at any point, and it's just here. But oh well. As I have described my voices, the very prominent voice inside my head, which of course is dedicated to Petrio commentary, no, it's never been authentically me, has told me that, man, maybe I should point out how it's 7-2 right now. Aya is popping off. And that's crazy because Dingo has been making insane plays.
Oh, that was a little too greedy and had to break back-to-back for it. Also covering up the well, the compromises are not the greatest, but that dono is going to be quite substantial. Wait, why was there an all clear on Haya's board? That just... I saw them on line 12 or whatever, and just the fading all clear text.
I guess the only missed PC accusations here can go to us.
Yeah, I can't argue with that, I'm gonna be honest.
It's so wild to me how, like, Dingo, as far as I've seen so far in this game, has the vision of the gods, and has the PPS advantage, and is no slouch on the downstack. So Haya is clearly just working magic that I cannot comprehend. Because they seem unfazed by everything.
Oh I was going to comment on it maybe being back-to-back related, but both players are not really doing a lot in rapidly building that statistic up. Perhaps since I've said that, maybe we'll see a little bit of action happening. Yeah, and
oh my, I don't know about back-to-back, but action is certainly happening here. Huge spike coming out from Haya. Dingo finds the survival there, but it's very cheesed up in the morning, and Haya is more than clean enough to finish it off.
yeah, especially with the O and double Z for down stack, that you don't really get a lot of options when you have those three pieces in queue. All right, and I think the SDPC in the bail in favor of this pattern. I think. Wait, no, this is LSD. I was gonna say 7-2, and I'm like, wait, no, that's pattern. I know the pattern's name. I should say the pattern name.
Yeah, I sometimes it's just look. They put the piece on the piece, and they exploded.
Like they exploded? Oh, they
Yeah.
just disappeared. Oh, sorry. Oh, we've got another bane of every sprint opener's existence. The SO and Z.
I might have been looking for an STSD there very early on. Not going to find it there. The queue has been unforgiving. I am making the most of this 9-0 right now, or 0-9 rather right now. 7 back-to-back.
It doesn't matter where that garbage column is. I am just cleaning out with straight quads. Never skip leg day. Sorry, I say that as someone who is like literally not been to the gym in years. I'm sorry. But
I'm built like a two-dimensional character. I am so with you.
well, it's well, we've got 2 on both sides. Whether you read normal or binary, it's a pretty even set. And in the meantime, Dingo's still going for the Mr. T spins. While Haya goes for DT.
All right, Dingo, you need to make this comeback. Unbiased, by the way. Look!
Look!
They did the thing! Put it laugh down, Dingo. It's your time. You may not get the set, but you can get the last laugh.
There's not a lot of ammo though on Dingo's board. We do have the hamburger.
Dingo seems to be opting for pressure instead of pointing and laughing. Can't say I agree with the decision, but it seems like it's working out so fine, I guess.
Oh, Haya unfortunately had to place that S all the way over and create a hole in the stack. And Dingo just sent so much garbage that Haya was forced to dig through it. And Dingo, after quite a bit of a dry spout, has managed to earn their way back points. But it is still quite the uphill battle that they're going to have to work through.
Oh, but that's a good start. An unfortunate final line.
Alright, I mean, all it's going to take is 3 more wins from Dingo before we can make another casting bit. Lovely T-spin triple, but Aya once again just going with the double quads, putting in work. But covering up the will at the same time, that's going to do another top out as Dingo earns their 5th.
Did Dingo have PC at the end?
I'm going to be honest, I would not be able to find it.
I don't know if I even saw the vision, but I think the vision might have been there for someone with Dingo's eyes. Wow. If true, wow. And if false, you won the round, so who cares?
I know if like some people complain about how hard the captures are getting to like test if you're a mod or not. If they ever make that, you know, find up like the second Twitter post of find the perfect clear, I'm not making it through any security. Like I just never logging into a bank account again. I will not be able to pass the test.
Yeah, my information is forfeit if that happens. Oh, but speaking of forfeit, Aya not giving up that back-to-back for any reason. It gets a quick fractal to finish off and bring up the 12th point. Only 3 away right now. Dingo finding his footing, but will he find it fast enough is the question. Opts not to go for the TKI, which is interesting.
Well, has a 19 spike, and okay, well, back-to-back is forfeit now from, well, almost from both players. Aya currently trying to build theirs up.
Yeah, and working with a big 6-3 right now.
Fantastic 1 APP, but Dingo's down stack is so formidable that it's going to survive regardless. Oh, but, oh, sorry. had a lot of noises there.
You said no words, and yet I understood every thought through your mind at that moment.
I'm glad that came across.
Oh no! No, it's gonna be 2-line! Oh no! Oh no, I saw the demise. I saw the cue, I saw the demise.
Promo no spin from Dingo, and that's gonna do another top out. 5-14. Aya's on match points.
Dingo's gotta be feeling that help me pulls .gif right about now. Aya opting for like the Jester's 20 TSD strategy right there. That was wild in terms of builds. But accepting a lot of clean garbage right now. This is a big counter spike opportunity. Dingo caught a little bit unawares right now. Hesitates on the downside a little bit. Opens up, but not fast enough.
An over 1 APP from Haya, 90 attack with 80 pieces. Not much greater you're going to see out of that offensive blitz. And especially to rival CM Dingo, one of the best in the business to do it. But a 15-5, a very, very strong showing. That will be, I guess, wait, that was a third set, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
I think so. We've been flying by.
Despite the fact that we've had some really close sets, I think the fact that this one wasn't a 15-15, yeah, we are going to be getting into our last match relatively soon.
Time flies when you're watching people beat each other up. I mean, having fun.
Also, I forgot to mention this a bit earlier, but I feel like I'll call this out since it was mentioned before of the Megalovania versions. So I'm someone who is able to refer to a lot of musical notes because of certain musical pieces, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Megalovania is one of those references for me. And I can't unchange that.
Good.
It's, yeah.
D high A.
No, just D, because I can just do a different song for the other ones. But yeah, the fact that it's just 3 of the same note in a row, you know, King DDD, very easy way to solidify a reference note.
Yeah. I think the fact that I know every instrument in Megalovania, despite the fact that I've never looked at the stem files for it in a DAW, is probably a bad thing.
That's a wonderful.
But hey, that's what I've got Sans Undertale voice in my head for, baby. That's what it's all about. That's why he's here. That's my guy.
I think it just shows dedication, and that's quite honorable.
There's a fine line between dedication and obsession, and I crossed it about 5 years ago.
I like how you debated of the 3 weeks, months, years. No, still too low, but I can't do a decade.
Yeah.
And due to unforeseen events, out of the 5 players in this lobby, I am the only one without the verified check.
I think it's going away in Season 2 anyway, so...
It may be. I don't know. Perhaps we'll all find out when Season 2 hits. So make sure you mark your calendars for that date. But we've got...
Can you unverified emoji in Kendra? I don't remember if this is even a thing.
I don't think so. I'll try it. Yeah. It would be really funny if if you were verified, you could not do an unverified emote, but verified were the only ones that could do the verified emote.
That would be hilarious.
I would personally DM Austin and just be like, hey, great comedy bit. Keep doing what you're doing.
Look, I know you're planning on changing this for Season 2, but it could be really funny. Alright. But we gotta talk about this match.
Yeah,
Do not be fooled by the TR difference.
This matchup has happened time and time again. This is I think BenXT and TWC called this the ancient, El Clasico of Jastress. QMK Firestorm has been a matchup that has been fought many a time over, and is still very even between them both. I mean, they'll go back and forth in sets every time they play. It's not a consistent matchup for either player.
This is one of the closest playstyle analogies to unstoppable force versus immovable object possible. Firestorm pressure does not end. QMK does not die. Go.
No, it appears QMK as
Commentator Kurt, he does die. Let it be known. He does die.
Out of all of the curse bits we've had, because we've had like 4 of them already this stream, that one was actually perfectly timed.
It's because I said it with too much fun. I said it like it was a fact, and immediately it was like, oh, bet from commentator. It was practically a challenge.
Alright, yeah, QMK breaks back-to-back a little early, but notice every single time they have that down stack planned so meticulously, every single time. And Firestorm, we got some spins. No, the eye misdrop.
Oh, no. The down stack vision was there. Not even on QMK's side that time, but Firestorm finding it. But unfortunately, that eye misdrop put an eye on the board of QMK's scoreline.
I really like those all-clear finds from Firestorm, and yet again, the opening blitz just tops out QMK instantly. And given how defensive of a player they are, these games and just getting an early lead will very quickly go a long way for Firestorm. You know, that's a really interesting D placement. I'm surprised FS didn't go for the T-spin with it. I feel like that's a decision you wouldn't see a lot of players make, but notice how the back-to-back counter for Firestorm is, well, nope, never mind. Needless to say, though, Firestorm is still alive and cooking, and with that 24 spike in a 1 APP round, back to the drawing board for QMK, 3-1 for Firestorm.
Alright, let's see what our openers are looking like. We've got a TD on QMK's side. Firestorm opening with a classic TKI. Fires off a quick 17. QMK would be unfazed normally, but this drop's going to put a lot of pressure on, and so is the opponent. That is going to be 4-1 Firestorm, pulling an early lead.
And a lot of the flatter pieces to start. We will see TKI from Firestorm and classic, I think that's the MS2 variant from QMK. That's to double check specifically if it's one of the other ones. I know there's like, again, this is my one gripe with the TD openers. They have different names, but 3 of them I'm pretty sure are all built the same way with the first 2 bags.
You gotta learn to be zen like me. All of the TD openers are the same. Stick spin and SDPC is the same. Every version of TKI is the same. Just give in to the non-existence of real opener difference. You made the same stack, whether you are too cowardly to admit it or not.
Well, because when I was learning BT, that thing's got like a couple different variations to it, but they all look the same, so it gets the same name.
Yep.
So I was like, when did that policy change? Not trying to reference, you know, the wonderful player policy change with a big shout out. But yeah, like when did that change in management happen?
I want to say 4 months-ish ago. I don't know. Blame something related to either 4.lol or Hard Drop Wiki.
That's before the player. We'll just start doing some stuff.
That's the Hard Drop, the organization.
Oh yeah, look at all these lovely hard drops from QMK and Firestorm, just really doing some free advertising. I mean, you can't pick like a better, you know, corporate name to go by than something that is done hundreds of times in a single match.
So true. Name one time you've seen a real live hummingbird during a hummingbird nest. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no, the misdrop. And that is going to do a top out for QMK. Oh, and then we've got I think center DT into C-spin from Firestorm. So damage-wise, pretty similar to another opener near here. Why is this the opener we're going for, FS? It works beautifully really, because I mean that
Of course
just
it
happened.
does.
Very shocked that that was the decision making, but it just, I mean, there's a reason I'm not the one making these decisions.
I feel like my reason for that is like because I can't, right? Like I don't know what your reason is. My reason is I can't do it. Like, it's grayed out in the selected. I don't get it.
Which part is the disabling factor? Is it like the speed, the vision? Like which one is the?
So this is actually a very interesting SAT question. It's actually B, all of the above.
Oh, it's not just like the answer B that's E all of the above minus one answer.
I hate those. Oh, the question format of is it I and I? Is it I and I? Is it perhaps I and I? Or is it all of the above? Like, damn! You couldn't have formatted it any better? Anyway, back to I can rant about exams for God knows how long. Deep knows. Shoutouts. Shoutouts. Anyway, back to the match. A beautiful stack right now. 6 back-to-back as well, looking to add on the pressure, sort of turn the tables, flip the script a little bit here, but not going to be able to hold on to it for too long, and honestly, I figure that's kind of the problem with playing against Firestorm in this matchup, right? Like, if you're able to survive the pressure, great.
Wait. FS? Is that gonna... Yep, that's too much of a spike. At first I was like, look at this clean well, and then I look over at QMK's board and I see a 30 below the board and they're still down stacking. I mean, at that point, yeah, the best defense is a strong offense.
You'll be able to look at that clean well as it goes off the top of the screen. Oh no. Oh, Firestorm, oh no.
That is
impressive. Unfortunate misdrop.
QMK starting to find a bit of their rhythm, 7-4, bringing it back. Alright, we do have another TKI versus Le MS2. 24 spike. Oh, the eyepieces came so early for Firestorm that they had to burn them and kind of forfeit their option to go for the multiplier. A little bit of some healthy back-to-back breaking just to make sure that we have that clean and ready stack. 14 poke from Firestorm. It does get a beautiful combo from QMK, but the T gets stuck on the right side and QMK can't spin it over the S-piece. We are 8-4 now between Firestorm and QMK.
Your QMK, how do you adapt here? It seems like just pure speed-wise you're keeping pace, but trying to get in line with the Firestorm pressure is such a Herculean task.
You know, I've always said that as Herculean. I kind of like that emphasis better. Herculean.
I don't know why I said it like Herculean. That's the natural way I said it, but I mean, I get, like, as I think about it...
It sounds pretty fire.
It does, but Herculean low-key makes more sense. It's like it's Hercules, it's not Hercules, but I don't know. Oh, mirror match, here we go. Wow, they actually had maintained the same stack even after that Houston setup, but Firestorm chose to wait and accept. That's very funny.
I'm so upset my Tetrio client only loaded after 8 seconds, so I didn't get to see the mirror match. I saw... But that was all I got.
Oh, Firestorm considered doing a floating, decided nah, and postponed it until later. That was great.
The floatings are never denied. They're merely postponed to a later date.
Floating will be ready in 3 to 5 business days. And hey, comes with free shipping to QMK's board.
Gotta love when that free shipping occurs. So nice to just be like...
Gotta love this raid from Caboozled. Hello, Caboozled and company. You have checked in to our last match of the fight
everyone.
night. This is Firestorm versus QMK. This is a classic match. You know it and you love it, and we are loving it right now. Ooh, not sure I'm loving that miss drop on Firestorm side though.
You know, shout outs to Snail's Infinite. Look at that, all clear from Firestorm.
The best miss drop fix you can ask for. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I know Firestorm is one of the, best in the business at just freestyling some of these all. I forget sometimes how good they are at this.
Absolutely.
Oh no!
And
The
yeah,
stinking
that is...
the Cyan Cavern over on the right side of QMK's board just didn't have the skim ready in time.
Cyan Cavern sounds like an awesome album name. Like that is just that's what a combination of words.
How about
and what a combination of pieces! Firestorm, this is so clean. Sidewell, ooh, that was all floatings all the way down with those quads. Huge amounts of damage comes out, and that is 2 points away for them getting up to the final victory of the match.
Alright, we do have good old 6-spin from Firestorm. Not a lot of good options for QMK to dig through. Oh my goodness, the timing on this. Look at this stinking...
Surviving.
QMK surviving 250 APM at barely 3 pieces per second.
This is the down stack diff we know and love. QMK makes it all the way out, and now it's Firestorm dealing with some tragic misdrops right now. So much cheese on the bottom of the board, and they are not able to handle the counter spike.
QMK finds another 13-5. Again, like... it's...
Firestorm might be in a rough spot here, especially after that S misdrop. Wait till they find an amazing down stack with the C spin to live another day. What a find!
Oh, but look at this back.
Though.
It's still 10 back-to-back. They're going for a dono. Setting up for the... Is that going to resolve cleanly?
I don't know. They might have committed too many resources too fast, and now Firestorm is on their way out with a nice combo to boot. QMK looking so cheesed at the moment. Needs to find a down stack.
Oh, beautiful setup on that T-spin. Love to see that prophecy. Oh my goodness, how is QMK finding these down stacks?
Oh, but unfortunately, one down stack too few. And now Firestorm is 1 point away.
And it looks like we see the PC come in from Firestorm.
QMK looking for a clean way out. Caught in a bit of a rough stack here. Manages to open it up though. 18 in response. Firestorm needs to find a way down and fast. Manages to open up the well, stacking up for more T-spins, but unfortunately forced out of some greedier setups that they had built there. Oh
yeah.
No. Rough misdrop at the top, yeah.
Okay, and no T in sight, but we do have an early O. Where Firestorm still opting for the TKI start. QMK with some more
QMK
TD.
accepted so much. Huge damage on the rebound here from QMK. But Firestorm not going to be taken out by it. Survived the counter spike and then some. Bit of a sort of side forward setup there as well. But the misdrops could prove very, very deadly this high up. QMK not exactly ready to capitalize, but they send over some quick floatings and are able to bring it up to 14-7. Not out of it yet.
Oh.
Wait. Wait, Firestorm is cooking right now. Oh, unfortunately, is forced out of back-to-back eventually. But what a time it was. Oh my goodness, that TST. Amazing stuff coming out from Firestorm here. Just trying to maintain this back-to-back. And that is the perfect garbage to get. Huge counter for him, but QMK still alive. These miracle finds. keeping QMK in the Fight Night right now, single-handedly, but that is it. Firestorm is your winner over QMK, 15-7. Amazing done by both players. Well, needless to say, we had some exciting matches after all for the... Oh my goodness. I mean, we had so many varieties of matches too. Like, the OSW match with that insane back and forth, the almost reckless levels of play with huge spikes but also huge misdrops. We had some more calculating play in this match here, where it was all about surviving the pressure and finding the downstack. We had a whole gamut of amazing showings, and as a reminder, this is only the beginning of Daybreak Week. We have many, many events left to go, and if you want to see them, do not miss out on the Hummingbird channel. Because, we're capping off with Radiant at the end of the week. One of the last majors we've got before the end of the season. Be there and be square. But beware, because I trust there will be some players out for that final badge.
Yeah, we've got Radiant on the Friday, Washing Machine on the Saturday, and yeah, like these are going to be like the last tournaments that we're gonna have. So if you're gonna make your mark before the end of the season, now is the time to do it. For those maybe protecting their TL rank, maybe don't practice in TL, but definitely get in your reps, because you've seen already with the eight show matches we've had, plenty of very, very strong and capable talent that are going to be playing through some of these sets that, you want to make sure you're prepared for in case you run into them in bracket, because it will be a very scary matchup.
Absolutely. And as a quick shout out, we have hit 100 registered players in Radiant 100.
Woo!
Incredible. Thank you to everyone who is playing. Thank you to everyone supporting the stream, supporting the Fight Night, and maybe thank you to everyone typing Capybara in chat if they would like a month of Tetrio supporter.
Gotta love that 1 month Tetrio supporter. Big stonks.
1 month Tetrio supporter.gif. Let's go.
I wish that GIF was actually. You know what? I'm pretty sure. Hold on. How to turn GIF into Twitch emote? Oh, does Toss have it? Okay. I was gonna say, yeah. Who's got the emote or who's got the GIF as an emote? Please. Oh, it's so good though. I love that edit.
Man, what an insane grand finale. And honestly, all of these matches were bangers. I want to give a huge shout out to all of these players for being willing to step up onto the stage, especially requested, and showing us some amazing performances. Some spicy setups, some powerful pressure, and most important, some truly miserable misdrops. Only befitting of a fight night.
I mean, it's just the cherry on top to add to the perfect night. I mean, if you had flawless gameplay, it would be fantastic, but you miss out on some of, life is here for the ups and downs, Sometimes you've got to have those incredibly unique misdrop sequences, because, many of them will end in top out, but some of them will also end in fortunate downstack RNG. And sometimes you just gotta be there to see.
Some of them will end in that TST. I truly cannot get over that misdrop into TST set. That was like, I can't even wrap my head around it. Dingo, you are a different beast for seeing that. Also, to fulfill my channel point contractual.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we gonna alternate alphabet, or are we gonna say them both?
All right, sure. You can start it off.
All right, A,
B.
Do I wait on another redeem, or do I keep talking?
I think we just keep talking, and as soon as it shows up, we just interrupt anything we're saying with the letter, so that's funny.
All right,
But in the meantime,
I've got Twitch chat on right here, just in case. Trusty Twitch
I would
chat.
like to thank all of you in chat for coming by, and I would like to encourage you to stick around as we will be raiding someone
God.
pretty soon, I think.
We gotta say it twice.
Alright, well,
See.
Congratulations,
Wait,
you now have
no,
closed
dude,
captioning.
I missed the moment. I was supposed to sing the note. I forgot to do that.
Dang it. Oh well. Okay, well, you know what? If we get the next letter, I'll definitely know what note to sing.
Hmm.
Pretty
You
crazy.
do that, I'll do the entire rest of Megalobania. Sound good? No, I don't think chat wants to hear my over mic acapella Megalobania.
I think it would work well. I'd make a DDR sim file over it.
Oh jeez.
Production wants to.
Production wants to hear it.
Well, you know
being
what?
bribed.
There are. Well, actually, hold on. No, I thought this was a more convenient segue. Oh, D. All right, there you go. But I was gonna try and make a segue of. Well, casters sometimes don't always want to.
E.
Yeah, exactly.
Well
But
said. Actually,
I-
so true.
I have had times where there have been production in my earpiece and in my headphones, and sometimes there have been things I have heard that I have wanted to forget. F. I didn't sing it that time. Sorry about that. I'm
G.
discount
You are
discount
a
channel
G.
points
I
today.
agree.
All right, now hold on. Do I have to sing H like the well, if we do get that letter, do I have to sing it on the correct pitch? Because apparently in certain musical languages it's like B.
I think you just gotta
B
get
natural
real
or
close to your
B-
mic and say it real crisp, and I think the community will appreciate it.
If I'm using default Apple earbuds that don't really work, how do well, I guess everyone has me turned up anyways. It could work if I just like put it inside of my mouth before talking, but that would also feel kind of weird.
That sounds like it'll end well.
I can't close my mouth when I do that. I remember at one point it got so bad, like someone literally like could not turn me up anymore. So I just like wrapped the cord around my head so that it like it wasn't like tight like choking me, but it at least put the mic like right below my lower lip, and it actually made it louder. And I was like,
Wow.
okay, now I can play Tetris and still be loud. Oh, hold on, sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go back and grab something real quick.
H.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Sorry, was that bad?
No, it's great.
Okay, all right.
Wouldn't have had it any other way.
Oh man, this is what I'm glad this is the bit that's getting to run. Surely if this gets if we ever get just like random clips of casting bits throughout the entire year, this is one that I want. This is just I can't believe like we're not only having like the challenge of can Twitch chat spell the alphabet correctly, it's also can two Tetris commentators also spell the alphabet correctly.
Well, I need chat's help. That's why I'm using these redeems. It's like a reminder.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with like counting. Like I of course being a Tetra player, I get to 3 and then it's cooked. Like I don't know what's after that.
Yeah, and speaking of
But
reminders from
chat's help.
Nightbot, make sure to set your clocks for Radiant 100 happening this Friday. You're not going to want to miss it with all the players that we have.
Oh, Cheese was that's a good trick to remember it. I didn't actually know that. They actually organized the letters in the alphabet in alphabetical order, so that might be a good way to like remember it.
Wait, they haven't ordered?
Yeah, they're actually in alphabetical order. So like they have like G before J.
Man,
I might have to think about that in the future. That can be useful. Also, of course, can't believe I haven't mentioned it yet. if you have been enjoying the banger OST we have had in the background, you gotta check out Churro's music, because all of this already is. Churro made the soundtrack that we have been using all night long, and if you want to hear more amazing music, well then, she is the person to go to.
Honestly, Churro's been cooking with a lot of very good projects, like helping out with like Super Streamer Lobby, helping out with Hummingbird Nest. Just like has been doing a lot of good music work all in and around the entire community, and very excited to see what more they bring to the table. And Goblin, how do you want to go about this next challenge?
Well, we'll still alternate, right?
You know,
So it's
okay,
your turn.
go through.
We'll go all at once and see how we do.
I didn't know if you were gonna do the Tom Scott of it's a letter surrounded by a gap, so it's one word, but I'm fine going letter by letter.
I don't think we want Cthulhu on mic just yet.
Yeah, okay, J.
Okay.
L
M
N
O
P
Q
R S T
U
B.
X. Why did we do this?
because there was one letter missing, and so
Only there was some way.
And thankfully, we have come full circle. Z. Right. And we have in fact proved that Twitch chat and two casters can in fact spell the alphabet. I know this isn't the content you came here to stream for, but I hope this is the content that you enjoyed. Also hope you enjoyed all of the other 8 matches that we have streamed previously on Hummingbird Nest tonight. It's been a blast being with everyone here.
I mean, I just can't get over the fact that this is the first fight night I commentated ever.
Is
I
it
definitely got to do this more often. Yeah, this is a banger.
Oh, I
Not a
have
full
plenty of story.
tournament, It's just
I have
back-to-back
plenty of
bangers.
Oh, and especially like if you haven't done any of the Puzzle Kingdom fight nights, sometimes those are really fun to do as well. Especially from the caster's perspective, because sometimes you just like go on a random tangent and you spend the next 20 minutes only talking about that, and just just kind of background of pretty Tetris gameplay while random things happen in the background.
Why would you consider that fun? I would never go on a tangent on comms, ever. I've never done that. I would never do that. Why would you assume I've done that? I would never do that. That's not something I would do. I would never...
Hey, recall, this is my first time casting with you, so therefore I am not referring to anything you have done specifically. This is also your first fight night, so you are also not at the liberty of being one of the individuals I'm inferring. Oh great, Tetris caster, bad goblin. TTV.
I would never do that. Why would you assume I would do that? Why
At Wumbo Ties.
True, it's true. That's my handle on Twitter. If you go to Twitter and you go to that handle, that's me. That's me. That's my handle on Twitter. I love Twitter. I use that website. Trust me.
It's a good place to get some tournament info. A lot of reposts and things happen there, so pretty nice.
Yeah, I am pretty genuinely inconvenienced by not having a Twitter account at this point. Like, I just miss information. But then again, what's a little misinformation to spread misinformation, you know? So I gotta keep that Wumbo Ties handle going.
Of course. All right, and I think we found a raid target, so we're probably gonna have to wrap this up a little soon. That guy commentary was great from last week, and I know I didn't get to tell you that much in the moment. But that is going to do it for Bad Goblin and myself. Any last words before we raid out? I think we're going to be raiding into Tetrium. So
I just gotta say thank you again to everyone, the Hummingbird team, for putting it all together and getting us, of course, all the way to this Daybreak week. We have come so far. We have so far yet to come in the upcoming Season 2. But before that, we've got all these awesome events, so be there! Now bye-bye!
bye for now. Oh my lord! I literally